Yo ho, fellow pirates! How are y'all doing today? We're busy. We're gonna be busy today. It's gonna be a season 3 day. I'm seeing everyone in chat. Orange is here. Robin Paul is here. I see Old Spiced Rum, always delicious. He's always here. So how are y'all doing? And to everyone here that isn't in chat, hi to you as well. Today we're going to be sailing to the new portal because last night, in the middle of the night, at least for me it was the middle of the night, season 3 opened. And I haven't looked at anything yet, so I'm gonna be discovering it live here on stream. Viras, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you all, good to see you all. New and exciting week, new and exciting season, and we're going to be dropping into it immediately today. I'm already sailing on my way, and the first thing I noticed is the portal isn't open for 10 minutes, it's open for 30, and then it's closed for 30. So that's already a thing I noticed in the difference between season 2. But yeah, we're on our way. Let's speed this up a little bit because I want to have a look at the new map. So how is everybody doing? How's life been? How's the game been? Has everyone been chilling out during the off season for people from our servers and from the other servers? Just as introduction, we are paired this season with, where can I see that? Where can I see that? Can I not see that? I thought I saw that beforehand, before the thing started. But let's go to the gang leaderboard. We won. That's first. There's a server 58, 55. We already saw those last season. We've got 60 now. We've got 56. Sometimes numbers are difficult even for me. We've got server 56. We already saw those. And we got server 59. So it's 58, 59 and 60 that are the new servers. The numbers are still in a row for us. So yeah, no change in that for now. But at least we can enter again. That happened last season as well. Abandoned. So you still have to abandon there, guys. Nothing new there. I still got cargo, discarded, no problem. Just throw it out. We've got new art. Looks amazing. We've got net, right? Net hanging in the hanging off the ropes of the mast. Yeah, Bat King. Hi Bob, looking forward to it. Yeah, I was looking forward to it. Bat King, are you on your way to season 3 as well, or are you still on season 2, or maybe even season 1? But I think you was season 2, right? So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well. Good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Thanks for your patience. I have a lot of patience, but not this much patience. If I knew that this was gonna happen, I would be waiting at the beginning of the stream at the other side of the portal. If I knew this loading screen is gonna be this long. Yes, next week. Ooh, exciting, Bad King. You're gonna be there next week. Fajar Khan, how do you get season 3 flag in season 2? Fajar Khan, I have no idea. It was just in the list. And I have no idea how I got it, but I used it, and the points are still there. So Old Spice Rum asked that before the stream started, and I gave them an answer in chat already. But yeah, I had the, how's it called, the sailing ship pattern on my sail for the season 3. Roman Paul says we are in the middle of season 2. Ooh, that's also an exciting time because that means PvP. looks like this is not really working. Last week we had the OBS problems. This week it's the game. Really? Let me just refresh. Let me go out and in again and try to close the game. Try to start it back up and see if that works. Let me see if we can fix this really quick. Yes, I know, notifications. Installing updates. Really? Are you gonna update right now? Again? I already updated today. I know for 100% sure I already updated today. Why is it doing another update? These updates, man, they're way too often. Yeah, let's just see. Let's at least put some background music in there. Because now you're just listening to me jabbering on about updates and screens not working. If I were to, if I knew this, I think your game froze. Yeah, I think as well. I think my game froze as well. The season 3 music sounds creepy. I've been complaining it all day along in game. Really? There's new music? I want to hear. I won't be putting it too loud. Maybe. Otherwise, Veras will start complaining in this chat as well. But no. Let's just think. I want to hear the new music as well. This is just the background music. The Sea of Conquest game soundtrack that I have on Spotify in this case, because every time I click out of the game, you guys stop hearing the music. So, do you have a bank holiday as well here, like here in Germany? Well, not a bank holiday. It is a sort of a holiday. I don't know how it's called in other in English, but it is sort of a holiday. But I've still been at work. I even had to call some people from government agencies. Even government people were still working. So it was like, well, at least we know it's not a holiday if government people are still working. So one depressed guy says, "Hello, Bob. Hey, one depressed cow. How are you doing?" Emily Famanu says, "First day in season 1 today for me. Good luck to you on season 3. Yes, good luck to you on season 2 as well. It's also a very exciting day. Season 2 and season 3 first days are usually on Friday. At least all of them are on Friday so far. So it's still updating, guys. It's like at 60% right now. Is Shelter better than Sovereign? I don't think it is. I think I got my last beast for a complete set yesterday, so I haven't tested it out fully again. But I've heard people saying that it doesn't do much difference, and I don't like the fact that you first have to get damage to get a small boost in damage resistance. So I don't really like that. We're almost there, guys. 75%. For some reason, my game froze, and now all of a sudden it started updating. So at least it's a good thing that I have a be right back screen. But I'm not gonna be right back. The game is gonna be right back. Will you join new servers in season 3 or the same gangs from season 2? Well. We're still with the same servers. 55 and 56 were with us in season 2. Those are still with us in season 3 with 58, because we are 57, 58, 59 and 60 added to it. So for us, it's the same servers plus 3 more, but that could change in other for other people later, because for us, season 1 was already... how is it called? Sequential? If the numbers are following each other. that was normal for us, and after like server 70 or 75 or something or 80 went to season 2 for the first time, then they started matching with other parameters, and I think that's more power based. But those numbers weren't sequential anymore, so it could be that for the later servers they're still not doing that. But the update, it's still at least the update's done. Now we're starting to get the game back up again. So I think I can switch screens again. Let me give me a quick sec. Yes, there it is. So we can switch the screens again. So Henry L starting to complain already. Oh, Firas, he already heard the new music. Let's skip it. Go to the new world. Yeah, we're there. So instead of snowy theme, we have a savannah theme this season. Let's see how the map's looking. It's looking good. At least we're in the same part as the rest of our server, it seems. Oh, there are already easy bookmarks. 59 is up top, 56 is right there, 58 is right there, 55 is right there, and 60 is right here. So yes, there's a small bit to explore. So let's start doing that. Do we still need to explore the first port that you start in, or? Apparently I was there for the last 9 minutes because it was already doing that. Let's quit out of the music for now, and let's put on the actual in-game music and see if there's not characters, settings, music. So far it's the same music. So let's see if we have different music in season 3, because that would be at least sort of exciting. I like it on Providence ship. Oh, Orange says he likes the shelter, the new ship parts. He likes them on the Providence. Sorry. What's it called? Shelter of Yamata. And as you can see, I now finally have a complete set. But for some reason, these new sets, when I was defeating the monster, I saw this cannon yesterday, and it was stated as a Rapture of the Abyss, so it wasn't really it wasn't stated as the correct set, but at least I recognized the thing was new, the icon was new. So let's go to these. We have port acquaintances. I'm not going to be paying 3 compasses in this case for just a simple port acquaintance. We can still get eternal flames, so the Trinket experience. That's a good thing. Let's see, village. What we're getting new emblems, Califaction emblems, and those are also for the new gang. So for the new guild, let's say that. Let's set sail here and go to the next port. Let's start exploring this new map. We have new guilds, the Sunrise Trade Company, we have the Grasslands Trading Company, and we have the Monsoon Merchants Company. As you can see, I'm already almost at Reverence, because for some reason I was able to put on the pattern for the Dumbo, for the elephant, already in season 2, and by doing that I already gathered reputation points. I just didn't want to cross over to the Reverence, because if somehow I wasn't able to claim all the rewards, then that would mean I would miss out on some things. But at least I can claim these. So these are free, more Eternal Flames. Now I can actually get the sailing pattern that I've been sailing with for like 2 or 3 weeks now. Skin already obtained and converted to gold for repeated acquisition. Yeah, sure, converted to gold. We got a treasure map, that's the first treasure map, and we got an attack bonus plus 3%. And if we were to actually cross over to Reverence, we would get another attack bonus plus 7%. Let's see, I lost about 700k power, I think. I was like at maybe 800k power, because I don't have the Season 1 bonuses anymore. I think I can quickly do this. Why is that artifact not working? No, don't use, because I think I completed a stargazing as well. Yes, and with the new one, there's also a new stargazing tree. Let's see, attribute bonus for the star for this star sign plus 10%. Is it giving a bonus for everything that's on that star sign? Plus 10%. What's this looks like a weird one, but okay, let's start it. And also I think one of the older ones that we're almost done with needs a refresh. So now we can... Why is that button not working? Nah, at least we can do it now. Let's see if the Baron has anything new to offer us. No, he doesn't. So that means buying speed ups, refreshing, or buying master pipes, more speed ups, and more speed ups. Let's see who has anything in chat. Marco Santiago says no Obi in season 3. No, there's no Obi in season 3 anymore. Because they changed out Obi for Onimusha. I wanted to say Onimashu, but Onimusha. I'm probably gonna be calling him Oni. That would be confusing with Obi, but at least it's one of the two that we're getting. And the other new hero is Wanda. She's a gunner, support, recovery. So she's a support officer. A support hero, and Onimusha is a first mate focused on cutthroat damage, so he would take the place for me, Madame Lulu, but for most people, Lord Kojo. So he's a replacement for Lord Kojo. I don't like Lord Kojo myself, so it's good that it's a replacement. This changed. Why does my sailor say level 27, total HP, injured? Why does it say that now all of a sudden? Because that didn't used to be there. Also, this is a screen when you can see your enlisted sailors. Well, okay, that's new. I think that's not part of Season 3, that's just part of the 1.1.980 update. But let's get to a second port. Let's do the normal acquaintances. I'll click through the incidents myself because in the beginning of the season we need our compasses. Later in the season we can waste them, but for now we need them. We can still do the new one, the thing reset, because I didn't have, at least I didn't have 25. This is the same counter as in Season 2. I had 25 in Season 2. So if you have a specific counter, then you can do that. Then that crosses over to Season 3. That's exciting. That's exciting to know. I thought I was wasting because the Season 2 guilds I had like 11 million reputation on all 3 of them. So we can now do all of the commissions. That's what it's called. So the pirate seals from Season 2 cross over to Season 3. The ones from Season 1 don't cross over, but the ones for Season 2 to Season 3 do, apparently. Saquito says, I was saving for Obi, why did they move him to Season 4? I don't know. if I could look into their minds, I would know a lot more about this game than I currently do. If I were to have that answer, I would also like to have a couple of other answers. But they decided they didn't want to change that. I don't think it's weird because the Onimusha thing hero is Japanese themed for at least for the art and the name as well. But we're in a savanna like Africa type of place. So it's weird that Wanda with the what is it? Is it a leopard or a jaguar or what? It's a jaguar, right? So with the giant cat, at least that has fits the theme of a savanna, and I think Obi, the art for Obi, also fit the theme. But the season 4 water should be Asian themed or something like that. So I don't know why he would be in season 3 and the other one would be in season 4. But they did it on purpose because they have sent messages that they did it on purpose. So yeah, so at least we know it wasn't a mistake. Let's enter. You can now quick explore and get all of the incidents and everything very quickly by just clicking on the ports. You don't even have to go sail there. That's a new thing. I don't think that's a season 3 thing, but at least it's a new thing. So let's see. We have Pirates Hurrah. That's not really that's more of an Easter thing. The Showdown of Gangs is now with all 6 servers in there. So 59, 60, all the way down to 55 are in the same. So this is gonna be exciting. We now have new competition in the Showdown of Gangs. Lord of the Seas didn't change because that already started for us. We're not competing against 58, 59 and 60. We're just still competing against 55 and 56. But yeah, that hasn't changed anything. This new event, I don't like it, but it's not season 3 related, but we'll talk about that later. Another Easter thing. Yes, the season 3 chart where you can get levels. They have weekly and season rewards. I've been doing some trading in season 1, apparently that counted. I got myself some trophies. I don't know how because I've only been trading today, so I haven't done any fighting, but apparently I got trophies. So I have no idea how. A couple of the first rewards were for flagship level. I already had several guilds up to Reverence, and in this case, yes, in this case the season 2 guilds still count. So those season 2 guilds still accumulate to it because I only have 4 of the old ones, Reverence, and 2 to Warship. This one happened last night. So yeah, that's a thing that counts over. Oh, I clicked something. Sea Voyage. It was the wrong event. So that crossed over to the new event. So make sure you get at least the Reverence because that would give you better rewards for the events. For the season after that. And for some reason your gang occupies a level 6 port. While I was in season 1 it also counted. So apparently I'm getting update of those as well. So we're already at level 10 before we even actually came into that new map. As you saw earlier, we have the Sea Voyage. Let's see, discover new ports, find new treasures, drink new recipes and dishes, recruit a new hero, complete missed incidents, and complete S3 landward quests. I think those are the land incidents. I did 6 so far. Yeah, those are the land incidents. So you're getting points for that as well. Let's see if there are any really amazing. Ooh, new ship, new ship. A support vessel that effectively motivates allied fleet. Totems on the fleet sails boost morale, while booming drums convey commands amidst the chaos. Staffed with experienced shipwrights, it can quickly repair damages, and the wounded from other ships can be brought here for medical treatment. Curious to see what the actual stats on those ships or the skills on that ship's gonna be. Let's see. No, yeah, a lot of speed ups, a lot of gold, a lot of conches, a lot of master pipes. That's good, because that's gonna be expensive. We're gonna have another briny retaliation soon. That's not my favorite event. And let's get another port acquaintance. Yes, discover some part of the map. Yes, give me some of the land quests. Let's see if we can get actual rewards. Still have to be over 75, so that's not really... you don't have to level him any further just to do these land incidents. That's a good thing to know. Any random incidents... Still 75, so you can still do that with a very low Henry health, so you don't have to upgrade him. Ooh, we got a little bit of a fight. I don't think this is actually a fight, because 90s weren't really a match anymore in at the end of season 2, with all of the new heroes and trinkets that I've collected so far. So let's see. You guys are yeah, big cat. I've been so busy with the screen. Let me go through what I missed on the chat. Yes, Obi is still part of... Yes, Obi is still part of the story quest, because I was fighting him in a battle, in a ground battle like this earlier as well. So yeah, that's still a part. He's not in the season anymore, but he's still in the quest thing. So that's another important acquaintance. Let's get to the next one. What was other people saying? How about the new ship? Yeah, I'll just look at it when I get to it. Give me a sec. I can't look at everything at the same time. You have to do incidents different now with the update. Just click on them in the right side of the screen. On the right side of the screen. Oh, you mean, yeah, with when you import, yeah. Maybe you can answer this. Saw another YouTuber who used Sharky as the first mate for his tanky main ship. Is it a legit strategy? Yeah, I know the guy. He said he got it from me. I don't think I actually said that, but I was talking to him earlier. What he's saying is, look, what I'm my thing is that I want Ahab and Armstrong on there. Definitely, I want Ahab and Armstrong on there. And my thing is that if your flagship is the only thing that's left on the fleet, for example, if you're doing a straight clash, it's the only thing left. It's not doing anything useful anymore. It has so low attack that it's just there surviving, making time pass by, but it's not actually doing something. So in that case, I would say if that's always happening, if your flagship is always surviving extremely long compared to the rest of your ships, and it's just there surviving, not really doing anything, then yeah, you can add a little bit more attack to it if you want. And that's probably what he did. I think you meant this one, right? So you can just do those quick ones. Yeah, that's easier. Doesn't have to, so I don't have to look for them anymore. I don't have to scroll back, zoom out for a scroll. I can just go back to the ship and onto another board. We already went to this board, but somehow it seems like there's still mist around it, so I don't think I've done the actual acquaintance on it. If you've got enough tank, Amelia, Sharky can give you some more hitting power. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Rob, sorry. A big cat. Yeah, oh, you're good, thank you. I just saw a setup with Ahab, Sharky, and Magnus. Yeah, the Magnus I don't have. So, yeah. But in this case, I also like Cursed Ed because he gives... the Cursed Fleet receives 21% more damage. So, it gives a boost to every ship that you're... from your opponent. No, from you. And it... decreases it increases the attack you do on the opponent. That's what I wanted to say. When the ship under the command of Ed launches a basic attack, there's a 30% probability that he will inflict passivation, and the skill can be triggered at most once every 5 seconds. And that decreases the attack of the opponent, so it's defensive in this case. And then when cursed enemies caused by Cursed Ed receive damage, the rage of all heroes aboard the ship will be reduced by 10. So you're reducing the rage restoration of them as well. So they're doing... so it takes them longer, a small amount of time longer, to do their skill again against you. So that's what I'm saying. He's not just there for defense, he's there for debuffing, mostly. Can you explain new rules of Showdown? Are there new rules of Showdown? Are there? I haven't seen those myself. Ooh, we've got 25 now. It's no longer a pyramid. It's just a 5v5 constant. It's a constant 5v5. Yeah, count me in. Ooh, are there new rules? I'll have to look at them. There must be at least 25 members in the gang. Can make enrollment. I think those are the same. Preparation stage, battle stage. If the team prevails at 1 point, if 2 teams score the same total amount of points, the team that has won the last round will become the winner. Captain, can you still, with 5 men being sent in the round 1, another 5 in round 2? So we're now 5v5ing every time, and every time you pass a stage, all of the ones that are in that row are going away, and then you're going against the second row. I think that's what I'm seeing right now. So it's no longer a fact of you can stack, if you can front load or back load. I don't think if you survive a round that the guys are going to be staying, but I think that's the thing. Let's see. I'm a little bit behind. Can you please show the new craftable ships too? Yes, I will show them as soon as I get to them. Give me a quick sec. I think the straight class now count for trophies. I haven't done the straight class yet today, but but I may have been attacked on the straight class. Yes, I've had victories on the straight class. You're right. You're 100% right. I didn't do anything on Lord of the Sea event, and all of a sudden I got trophies, and I had no idea where I got them from, but I was attacked in straight clash a couple of times, at least twice. So yeah, I got probably I got. Can you look at those? They're not stated here, but yeah, you're getting trophies from straight clash now. Yeah, they're right. Thanks. I was asking about that from people, and nobody had the answer. But at least straight clash. That sounds good. Orange and healing buffs. Yeah, we like the healing buffs. Heyman finally at C2. Vidoza. Hi. Leo Cooper says hi. Love Sick says, can I see any other server, and which server is new from your season 2 server? The new servers are 58, 59 and 60. We have the same two opponents, 55 and 56, but the other two are new. The other three are new. So yeah, that's new. Can you speed up the fights now by 4 times, not only by 2? Yes, that is true. That is a 1. What was it? 180 update, I think. Last week's update that was in there. It's a good thing. It's still. I still would have loved to have a skip because other parts of the game have a skip button. Why can you? The trials have skip buttons, for example. And as well, we have a Season 3 trial. But those are less stars. I already heard about that, because these are less stars you can do. You can have 10 chapters instead of 15, so at least means less work of going through all of these trials. So, let's see. Nah, those are way easier opponents than the end of Season 3 one had. So, there goes Tanaka. Oh, I had Luna on there. I don't think I really wanted to have Luna on there. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can 4 times it now. We're talking about that. That does seem a little nauseating with the screen jumping around, right? I don't think I'll be doing that on stream very often. It's just a little bit shaky on the screen. I would have rather just had the skip button. Next port. Enter. Oh, apparently we did the quest as well. Let's see, what did we miss? Surreal, Sovereign of the Sea or Yamato's better? People are saying, I personally like Sovereign of the Sea more, because that's a higher, it's an armor increase, which also is an armor reduction, and you don't have to get hit and lose HP before you can actually see that happening. So which first mate is best for tanking, Ed or Sharky? For tanking, Ed, of course. Definitely, 100%. Croc Bandit. So, okay, cool. This guy named Slim used Sharky. Yeah, I know Slim. I've having DMs with it. I have DMs with a couple of the smaller YouTuber guys. We're supporting each other. Let's just say that. Helping out whenever we can. I think I'm the furthest along in part of seasons, so if they have a question sometimes of what's coming, they usually they tend to ask me 1 or 2 of those quick questions. I don't mind. A lot of people ask me questions, and that's part of the reason why I started to do Livestream, because I really wanted to answer these questions, because for some reason there's no wiki or anything. Showdown, you can use 25 members now, and I think you can only enter once, but I'm not sure. You mean enter once? What do you mean enter once? In battle? Like if you win, that you're then you leave, and that's what I think I read in the rules. So yeah, people are saying Ed is better for tanking. Thanks guys, appreciate it. I saw his video. Yeah, maybe thinks it helps with damage. Yeah, it does help with damage, but I don't like the fact that Sharky gives yourself brittle armor. Hi Bob, been watching all of your videos, but I feel left out on something. Can you give me a how are you doing? Of course I can do that. Of course I can do that. Yeah, Surreal saying Sharky decreases your armor as well. Yeah, that's what I don't like. He likes to forget to give how are you doings. No, I don't, Danston. No, I don't. Notice my greeting. Yes, Danston, I saw you. Hi, Danston. I was just scrolling through the chat because chat's going faster than I can read and answer questions at the moment. So, and I can't do 2 things at the same time as good yet. I'm still learning this streamer thing that I have to do 2 things at the same time. Okay, cool. And his interesting build of the Crimson ship with had Ophelia, Lulu, and Ling. Yeah, what servers are you at? I think we got into the same sea for S3. Into the same sea? I'm at server 57. I'm with for server 57. But I heard another gang from our server that was spread out over all of the seas. So that was a really bit weird. But I can't help them. So they have to maybe file a ticket for that. But I don't think you can actually help them. Let's see. What do you think? Like full artillery build Lulu on Warhammer, either Cutthroat, Cordelia on Fearless with Griffin and go. Yeah, I have. I'm using the Princess because I don't have good strategic heroes, so that's why I'm using the Princess for a full artillery build. And I'm hoping that when we get to the buildable ship of this season, the Goddess Sajid, that's an offensive artillery ship. So I'm hoping to get lucky on that one quite quickly to at least get a purple one. And then we can look at those. Then we can look at what we can get. Let's quickly go through all of these acquaintances because otherwise it will take me all stream. And also how many servers are in Season 3? Still 3 or 6? No, 6. ADX and May. No, Danston, there are too many people. So I'm not ignoring you specifically. I can't be doing how you're doing every 5 seconds or maybe 30 seconds. Then you guys would get crazy. I would get crazy. I would have a sore throat within the next 30 minutes. Ooh, this is a stronger one, so you might do need to upgrade Henry Hell a little further than you had in Season 2. Were those all the port acquaintance things? Waiting, landward quests. Yes, those were all of them. Next port. Fearless is really good. They should give it back, like maybe some rogue guild reward. Yeah, it was a pay only. How many stronghold start points per sector, please? Stronghold start points per sector? Oh, how many stronghold there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. So 8 of them. There are 8 strongholds in the start. Hope that answers your question. A quick question: if you can only go for one with limited conscience, try Griffin or Ophelia. I have Griffin on rank 2, but I'm not using him because I also had a couple of other heroes for artillery. But I don't have a full set of. Let me explain what I'm trying to say. I got Griffin. He's strategic. Ophelia is artillery together with Queen Lanting and Sharky. I have all 3, so I have a full set of them. So and since Sharky has a skill that helps when I haven't upgraded that one, right? So, well, now it is. But Sharky has a skill that when you do artillery damage, do another basic damage, and that triggers off of the amount of attacks you're doing. That's what I wanted to do. And Ophelia didn't have one as well. So, well, let's put that as well in there. And then Ophelia helps make sure the opponent receives 20% more artillery damage. And so these 3 work really well together. I only have Griffin for strategic because the second one, Boa, was a pay to win at the beginning of my season. Not pay to win, just a paid officer in the VIP packs. And I haven't gotten Molly yet. I didn't specifically go for her because I wasn't going for strategic heroes, and I haven't gotten lucky on or unlucky or however you want to call it in random conscious yet, so I haven't got Molly. So yeah, that's why I'm not using him. But try to see if you can go for a complete set. If you have Queen Lanting and you have Sharky, then Ophelia is the best choice to make. But if you can get Boa and Molly as well, then it might be a good thing to make a complete set for the strategic ones. I don't have time to watch every question anymore because you guys are just way too active in chat, and I love it. But my apologies if you have to ask a question twice if I look over it. But our Season 2 center area opens tomorrow. The Season 3 servers just merge to Season 2 lineups. In this case, yes. But it could change because when our Season 2 started, it was just going to be sequential numbers. But later that changed because I know that 88 is paired with 81 and 82, I think. So they somehow have a different pairing metric for after server 80. So for us, it's still a sequential number. If I know anything more about how it's going to be for other people, I'll let you guys know in future videos or live streams. Please ask the question again in a week or maybe 2 weeks, and maybe then we will have an answer. I think 88 might still need 3 weeks for their next season, but yeah. So maybe in 2 or 3 weeks we'll know the answer for everyone. If the change also changes that. What's your taking on blazing and drowning damage? I like blazing damage more because blazing damage just I had better officers. That's first. I had better officers for that, so that's why I love blazing. I like blazing more, but I dislike the fact that drowning focuses on your opponent's ship with the highest HP, and the opponent's ship with the highest HP is just most often, if you have a tanky flagship, it's attacking the tanky flagship, and that just means that if his flagship isn't that tanky, it would. If you're lucky, you would maybe take out the flagship earlier, but in most cases that would just mean that all of the minis that they have added that do more damage to me stay alive longer. So I would rather have all of their attack ships down as quickly as I can than start attacking their tanky flagship or whatever one. Saquito says we are facing each other this season. I play in Roar. Well, it's gonna be a fun season then. Good to have you in chat. Good to have you in here. Please don't try to attack me because you know where my ship is. Let's just say that server 55 did a couple of stream snipes earlier in season 2, and usually we have more people from our own gang in chat than there are 55 spies in there. So we had a couple of nice big fights on stream just because they were trying to get a victory on us on stream, to have video proof that they beat us. I think that at least that's what it felt like that they wanted. They wanted to have video proof of a victory. No, you're not like that. No, I'm not saying you are like that. I'm just saying, please don't. And otherwise, it also could be fun, but just like Danston was at the beginning of, he's 56. At the beginning of our season 2, I was saying that I wasn't going to be sharing information with Danston just because of strategies and all sorts of sort of things. I might be joking around on that, but no hard feelings against anyone. At least if they don't deserve it, no hard feelings against anyone. And now Danston is a valued member of the community, and he's an honorary member of NIL. Let's just say that. Let's say debug. Thank you. I have Sarky Kui, so Ophelia it is. Yeah, then I think it's the good thing to complete your set. Especially since Ophelia's first skill makes it so the opponent gets more artillery damage. Then it's always an easy thing to go for Ophelia. Where's the last one? There it is. Let's get to this cave. We don't have any fish. I cooked that yesterday, I think. I did that yesterday. Now go to the quick cook. I'm like 80% sure I did that yesterday. All the way down. Why can't you just have a favorites button where you can just say, this is one I like to, I use a lot of, so let's favorite this one so it's at the top. But no, that's really difficult. So at least collect one, and then we can go back and actually complete this cave. We'll probably have to collect the rest shortly. Enter. Let's see. No hurt feelings. I'm always happy to see familiar faces around. You seem a nice opponent. Yeah, I am a very nice opponent. I hope I'm also a very strong opponent. But no, I'm just generally. If people are nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to them. So no hard feelings. No hard feelings. Don't have the last two for strategic, unfortunately. No, that's no, me the same. I don't have Boa or Molly, so I don't have a full set of them. KS2K says, hi Bob. Hi KS2K, how are you doing? Wow, never thought of it like that. Thanks. I don't know what you mean, but I'm glad I could help. I've been talking so much that I just really lost my train of thoughts. What question I answered for you? Let's see, but let's get it off of the 4K because 4 times, because that's just. I think it's sickening, and I think it's just a little bit too shaky. I think the grilled fish is one of the first to be used for supplies. Mine's always disappear. Yeah, that's also my thing. I think I had a long trade route up yesterday, so it probably just finished before they entered port, so it just had to replenish all of my stock for the fishies, for the small fishies, for the grilled fishies. Wow, never thought. Oh yeah, I already read that comment. So another fight. I don't want them in there. I want Ophelia in there. More attacking everyone. Now everyone's at half health. I like that. That means that whoever Bones hits, he just probably kills everyone. And he actually gets a second shot in. I don't know, the second time Bones hit, he didn't do another shot after he killed him. So I'm curious, why not? And then we need more fishies. I said that we probably had to use more of them. And I was not wrong. Explore. Come on, get me those tokens. Give me all of these land-based quests. That's done. Next port. Let's see where we're getting some of the new things. At Baron's Fleet we already did. Cartographer's Corner. Let's see what we're getting with this new currency. We can buy hammers, we can buy conches, that's a good thing. We can buy master pipes. More master pipes is always a good thing. We can buy planks. We can also buy, of course, the how's it called? The goddess Sachit. More eternal flames, always a good thing. Always a good thing. I don't think these are ever necessary. If you're actually in a pinch, you shouldn't be in a pinch for purple ones, but maybe in a pinch for the golden ones. But I usually do them from when I get a good discount on the Baron's Fleet. Let's also see what we got in the Rogues Corner, because this changed. We can now get the new ship in there as well, the Goddess Sajid. So yeah, let's get that. How many hammers do I have? I have 40? No, I have 0. So that means I need 20. I'll buy these with this currency. Let me get an extra conch in there. Ooh, the gang market reset. More master pipes, always a good thing. Always a good thing. And let's just get the seafaring permits as well. I'm not changing servers, but let's just get them. I usually have enough to do all of them. I don't need these because I usually have here 300 more, 300, and I haven't bought them in like ages. So hero exchange tokens, nothing changed. This we already looked at. The parlor, nothing changed. Dark merchants, nothing changed. Let's just get the very high discounted one. If I ever am in a pinch on infamy, I can use that. No, nothing changed on the other ones. So let's get to another port acquaintance and see what else were people saying in chat. Hey Bob, who's the better one, Bones or Ophelia? That depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do trials, then I would almost say both, because both I like both. But if you're trying to say if you want to have him, you want to unlock him for the hero acquisition, I would say Bones, because Bones really is a very good hero, especially on a Warhammer, on a Cutthroat Warhammer. He's a very nice hero to have on there. So yeah, I think in all cases, if you're trying to see what officer you want to get from the conches, always Bones. Just started season 2 and there's so much to do. Yes, Karamona, I have the same thing in season 3. There's so much to do, and the gates didn't even open yet. Because when the gates open, we're gonna have to explore the entire map, just like you did season 1. But at least you got a month or like 6 or 7 weeks. Hi Bob, so I'm gonna enter S2 in a day. Any tips? Here, Prince. The tip is you're not going to be going into an S2 in one day, because server transfer of the season transfers always happen on a Friday. So if you're not on there today, then you're not going to be on there for at least next Friday. So why are you saying that you're going to be on there tomorrow? Because is your season ending? Do you have a notification that your seasoning is ending? Do you have end of season rewards coming to a close? Why were you saying that it's gonna be tomorrow? Because then I can tell you when it's going to be. Bob, what is the warship rewards for season 3? Good question. All 3 are the same, as far as I saw. All 3 are the same. It's a deluxe guild chest for all 3 of them. Yes. And it contains 1 ship design chest selectable, so you can select 1 ship that you're gonna build. It contains 20 hammers, 3 Heim conches and 3 Echo conches. So 3 normal the purple conches and 3 golden conches. So that's a nice thing to have. Also the hammers and the shipbuilding that you can at least build 3 more ships if you can get all 3 to warship. So you can have 3 more tries at a legendary goddess. I'm just gonna be calling it a goddess because I can't remember the last part of that name. Do you use bow on any hero or only Tyrant's Hand? I'm saying on most of them Tyrant's Hand. Yes, I'm using Tyrant's Hand most of the time. My specific setup for blazing is a little different than what I recommend other people having. So that might be looking weird for me, but I have very, very, very high attack stats on this ship. And no, this 86 doesn't look high because I just lost all the attack bonuses that I had from the Season 1 map. But look at the stats that I have on these old ship parts. Attack bonus base, attack bonus percentage, more base attack bonus. This doesn't exist anymore. Attack bonus on a sale, so I have 20% on there. I have more attack bonus on this 77 base attack, and then I just have a normal attack bonus on this one. This is a new ship part, the level 21s. Ooh, I'm excited to see if we can get 22s or higher, because I want to see what the other main stats might be. But that's why I have a very high stat on this percentage already, that 88. So yeah, to put another Tyrant's Hand on there and to put another Tyrant's Hand on there, I didn't want to do that because I have a Tanaka's katana. I want to use this one for blazing damage because this specifically does more damage. It deals another damage of 219%. 290%. Ooh, we can upgrade past level 80. Ooh, exciting, exciting. The trinkets don't stop at level 80 anymore. So we can now get up to 100, I think. Just like the hero levels have gone up to 100. I do have some concern that the max is 200 now. So the next season might be going from 100 to 200. So that's a big jump. But yeah. At least we should be going to 100 now with a max. So Amelia, I'm using not a bow, but I'm using a bomb on Lester and a katana on Tanaka, which also gives blazing damage. But on the other ones, I'm saying go out on attack stats, because that's the thing you really want to have on there. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Tyrant's Hand usually is better. Only in the case that I got some insane ship parts from the before the update was there. That's the only reason why I didn't do that. But I didn't follow my own advice. But Rudolph is saying, hey Bob, thanks for the guide still. Helped a lot. Level 2 passes just opened. Learning a lot still now. You mean the Season 2 the passes opened up? Yeah, it's... yeah, I'm hoping it helped. Last week's Season 2 video really took off. It's the best performing video on my channel so far. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I tried to put in every information that I could think of, but still there are people asking questions in the comments, and I was like, dang it, I had to put that in there as well. Just like the level 80 maximum hero level that I just forgot to put in there. I took the... where is it? This season highlight as sort of a guideline as well. So yeah, that's what I was doing. Oh yeah, we don't only have new heroes, we also have new trinkets for them. I forgot to look at those. What are these doing? Yeah, you have a a tooth necklace, a purple version that gives healing effect. Is that better or worse? No, that's exactly the same as Life Funnel and has the exact same stats as well. So that's gonna be, that's probably gonna be scrapped later. We have the tooth necklace that just gives, let's see, compare them to this one. It has less than the elixir healing effect. Only works if it's on a gunner. So that would usually mean that you would put it on Wanda, but if you have a like I have my Cordelia on a gunner seat. You would also benefit from it. Here. So I could give her the same trinket if I were to have it. Let's get back to the description. If the wearer has the gunner tag, when the ship under the wielder's command gains 10 times rage restoration effect, the ship will heal at most 5 ships in its fleet once. Ooh, so you're gonna have to try to get a support ship in there that does rage restoration. Django does that. I think Bones has a rage restoration. When the ship under the wielder's command gains rage restoration effects. Does Bones give it to the ship he's on only, or does he do it to all ships? I know he does something like that, right? Some rage restoration. Here. Increases the rage restoration rate by 10%. So, would I want to have it Wanda on the same ship as a Bones? And what other hero was there that gave rage restoration? I don't know, I can't remember from the top of my head, but I know there's another one. Because I was talking about that like yesterday. Let me see. Can I look at my DMs real quick? Django doesn't do rage restoration. Yes, Django does rage restoration as well. But he does it to 3 ships, so it doesn't have to be on the same ship as Wanda. Bones does it to the ship he's on, so he's only on that one. And then, wasn't there another one? I don't think rage restoration. No, the trinket for Cordelia is the restores rage. But I don't know if that is counting as rage restoration rate. Could be. Cross Spear Palace. This is the one for Oni. Critical rate. Do we have another one that has critical rate? Yes, the Demise Proclamation. The guns for Bones. Those have the same critical rate increase. And if the wielder has the first mate tag, and if there is any wounded ship in the target fleet, increases the attack of the ship by 14% and the cutthroat damage by 14%. And wounded is a skill, is a status that your opponent will have once it has below the 50% HP left. So it actually is saying, does this one. Is there any ship on the opponent fleet that is below 50%? Then you're doing more damage. So, those are the new trinkets, guys. Those are the new trinkets. That's also very exciting. We're gonna be having new builds, new things to try out, new things to test. Bones will go better now if you can get Onimusha. Yes, I think it does. I think he really does. I feel like they ruined it with the new shipboard system. I don't think they ruined it with new shipboard system. Look, they might have ruined it for some people. I will say that. They might have ruined it for some people. And that's mostly the people that want to min-max everything. Like myself. I'm also that person. And I think most of the people in stream, in chat right now, probably are those type of people as well. Because they're asking these questions. But there are also a very large group of people that just wants to play the game. and doesn't read. That's a problem from today's society. Reading is very hard for some people. That means that they make it easier. And what they did is they removed a couple of the sets that were in there when we started. So you only have Sovereign of the Sea and Blade of Freedom in there at the beginning. So you only have an attacking one and a defensive one. And that's just it. And then they don't have any weird things that you can do. They removed all of the RNG from there. So everyone is getting about the same things. It's not about collecting very good ones or very bad ones. It's just trying to get them from the correct level, and then it's okay. But what they I think that they forgot, or at least that's what I'm feeling that they forgot, is they reduced the rates that you're getting legendaries. And I think that it's also not a bad thing, because if everything's a legendary, nothing is legendary. It's just a color, a background color. Then you're not gonna look. If you've seen my season 2 video, you can hear my excitement in chat, in my voice when I just randomly pulled a legendary Warhammer. And yes, I'm not using a legend. I'm not using the legendary Warhammer right now, but I did pull it. So it's exciting. If you're pulling a legendary hero, it's exciting. I'm seeing people in the Sea of Conquest general Discord posting pictures of them getting 2 or 3 legendary heroes in one 10 pull. That's exciting. But if everything that you're getting from the monsters is a legendary one, it's not exciting. It's not that anymore. So I think that it's a good thing that they lowered the rates on them, but I think that they should not have the gaps that big, or have the legendaries be actually really good, because now we're just looking for the background color that all of the other ones that our previous ones had. But they made it easier for people that don't want to min-max anything, and it's easier entry. And yes, that means for the people that are min-maxing it, that it would be the ship part system isn't as good as it was before. And that also means that I'm still using level 18 ship parts while I'm 28 right now, because there's just nothing that was better, because I got extremely lucky on RNG. But they can be held accountable for the fact that I got extremely lucky with a level 18 ship part on that before the update. They made the new parts better. All of the main stats are better for the new parts. But if you had a very lucky part where you can get even more boosts and more upgrades on that, yeah, then a new part might be worse than that. But yeah, they changed it and they made it so the main stats are always better, and that's not a bad thing. So I don't think they actually ruined it. I think they had plans for it, and it might not be what we want to see, but at least if they have a plan behind it, I'm okay with it. And if they're not going to be changing it again, then I'm or if they're changing it for the better, then I'm also okay with it. But let's see, next port. I don't have enough compasses to do everything. Cordelia level 4 skill and Django skill for rage. Yeah, thanks. Was it Cordelia? I didn't think of Cordelia. That will increase the rage of 2 ships with high attack by 100. That's a significant amount, 100. But what ship with high attack? So that means the highest 2 attacks, or what does this mean? I want to know. I got a person that is reading the descriptions in Chinese, in Mandarin or in Chinese. Those are way better descriptions, and for some reason that just makes much better sense if someone's actually translating that. Do heroes affect only stacks from the same ship? Example, full crimson with burning heroes, then will on Stormbringer, will's attack, stack with the others. I think there's a... Yes, I think that will happen. But if you have a full blazing ship, why would you want to have another will on there? I'm not a big fan of... I wasn't a big fan of Kojo. I'm not a big fan of Kojo. But I also wasn't a very big fan of Will. As soon as I got my Tanaka, Will was out. Because Tanaka's just... His first skill is just very good in my opinion. So that's why I almost immediately switched him out. But I think the stacks do stack. It's hard to know because we can't see anything else from the thing other than the battle animations. But I would say those do stack because you're putting something on the ship. It's like a chip. If you're playing card games, that's what I'm seeing in my head. I'm like, if you're used to playing card games, then if you have a status effect on your opponent, then you put a chip on there, right? So I'm seeing those stacks of blazing and drowning. I'm in my head. I'm seeing them like those chips that you put on cards. And then after a second that it does a damage, or after a turn in a card game, after a turn, in this case after a second, it would do another damage, and then you would take off one of the chips, one of the tokens. So that's what I'm saying. If there are two ships that are putting on the same tokens on the same ships, I would say that works, right? So that's just my visualization of how it works. I don't have any math to support it. I do have to say that. I don't have any math to support it. There it is. I couldn't find it. More grilled fishies and off to the next one. I still need to... Do we only have... No, we have all 3 guilds in here. So that's good. Because now I can get all 3 guilds to friendly at least. Yeah, let's see. What's the chat saying? Should we run the corresponding ship parts into the appropriate ships, like Rapture, Cutthroat for Warhammer, or Blade of Freedom? For some reason, a lot of people are saying that Blade of Freedom is the best part. I do think that's true, but you do have to keep in mind that some of the things that the ship parts, the specific ship parts do, you're not seeing in a battle report. And let me do the land incidents and then I'll show you. Yes, I don't like paying gold, but okay. Let's get this last one in there. Yeah, let's go to another board. Let's go to that one. Then we complete some sort of a circle, and then we can go back. Ship parts, and not sovereign. Your enemy will take 3% more cutthroat damage in the following 3 turns. This does more cutthroat damage. And this more cutthroat damage is something you will see. Not specifically cutthroat damage, but you will be able to see that. You will deal 2% more artillery damage and receive 2% less damage of all types. So this is the 2% less damage of all types. That's something that can stack up to 5 times. So 10% less damage of all types is not something you're going to be seeing in your report. So that's not going to be showing, it's not going to be adding to your power number. A lot of people just look at the power number and they say, well, it doesn't go up. Yeah, but that receiving 2% or 10% less damage in battle that doesn't trigger until you're actually in battle. So yeah, that's something a lot of people I think forget. Banquet of the Reaper says will deal 8% more strategic damage for the following size seconds after inflicting strategic damage. This only works if you have several heroes that do the same thing. So this one only works if you actually have multiple strategic heroes. If you put this on another one, it's not going to be good for anything. The target's ship subjected to burning inflicted by you will deal 10% less damage. So again, it will deal 10% less damage. So during the time that those stacks, those tokens, those chips are on those ships that it's burning, it will deal 10% less damage. That's something you're not going to be seeing on your power level. That's something you're not going to be seeing in your reports at the end of the battle. But it is something that is happening. So yeah, that's it. Those are some good things. Let's see. The target ship afflicted to taking on water inflicted by you will receive 10% more damage. So this is a buff for 10% more damage. The other one is a debuff for receiving damage, and this is a buff for your damage. So yeah, I do like the fact that but those will not show on your power level until you're in battle. So that's why people are saying that Blade of Freedom is better, but you do have to take into account that those bonuses also add. And with those bonuses added, I think they could be better than just a normal Blade of Freedom set. Because Blade of Freedom's only doing impact, and that's not doing much. We've talked about that in the last live stream. Impact, just have impact around the average of your opponent that you're attacking. It's not worth it to go like 500 extra impact or anything. If you're just looking at the battle reports, you're seeing your opponents, how much their armor is, just make sure your impact is around the same amount, then you'll always be good. But just because the impact calculation, I've been talking about that last one. I might be doing a stream on that. No, a video on that, because that's easier to explain. But it's very hard to explain math on stream without just yelling numbers at you guys, and most of you guys don't understanding it. So that's really hard to show you guys. But I might be making a video on that in the future. But impact isn't doing that much. So it's basically just having higher attack stats. And higher attack stats is important. Don't get me wrong, higher attack stat is very important, because that also means that you're doing more basic damage. That means that you're doing more skill damage. That means that you're doing more everything damage, because all of the heroes are based on attack stat. Even the heal for Cordelia is based on 96% of her ship's attack, and the same can be said for Lulu. Heals for 180% of the ship's attack. So having more attack on there, that's also why I have a Blade of Freedom on there, because it helps Bones, it helps Luna, and it helps Lulu. That's why I had that on there. I have a Blade of Freedom set on my artillery setup, because the artillery setup doesn't really do a debuff, I think was, right? The artillery one didn't do a debuff, right? What was the artillery one? No, that's strategic. No, that's drowning. Queen of Revenge. The Queen of Revenge. It just deals 10% more and receives 10% less damage. Oh, it does do a debuff. Yes, it does do a debuff. So maybe I would want to put the Rapture. I forgot the name already. Seriously, Queen's Revenge. I want to have better Queen's Revenge on there. I was very lucky on this one as well, but it's a level 18 board, and I think this almost is better. So yeah, I might be switching back to the Queen of Revenge for the Fearless Princess, especially if we're going to be getting a goddess, the new ship. You can't see it right here, but we're getting we might be getting this new Sachit. Yes, the goddess Sachit. Keep forgetting the name. Let's see, how many days have you been playing? 107 line, 107 consecutive login days. I need to keep this login day because people keep asking how long I've been playing. So yeah, 107 days. Agree on that. They will do 10% less damage if burned, for example. Yeah, but that doesn't show on your report. That doesn't show in your power level. That doesn't that won't show up here. And people are just looking at this stat. And of course, if you're doing an attack, if you're doing a Blade of Freedom set that ups your attack stat, that can be calculated immediately. So that means that your power is going up. But some of the debuffs that you're doing to other opponents can't be calculated in your power level. So that means that you will have lower power level, this one. But that would mean that you will actually be able to debuff the opponent more. Does the same server come to Season 3, which are in Season 2? Yes, we were with 55 and 56, we are 57, and now we have the same 3 servers with 58, 59 and 60 added to it. So D-Berg is saying it gets a little iffy when you consider that 10% less damage is most likely on base damage and not stacked or enhanced parts they have. No. I think all of the ships have this damage reduction, and I think that this reduction can also go into the minus, and so that means that it's not doing anything to it's not doing anything to this, the attack bonus percentage. It's not doing anything to your critical damage one. It's not doing anything to your burning damage or taking on water damage. It's not doing anything to there. It's taking this one into the minus from your opponent. The damage reduction is going to be into the minus, which means in math types that it's going to do more damage instead of less damage. I think that is how it should work. Plus, burning applies not only at one ship like Blade of Freedom, but on every ship affected by burning abilities. Yes, that's also true, Aquido. It's literally saying the target ships subjected to burning inflicted by you. So that means that it's not only debuffing one ship, it's debuffing all ships. Because if we look at Tanaka, he's dealing damage, blazing damage, equal to 150% at its attack to at most 5 ships. So that means at 5 ships are gonna be reduced in attack. It only puts that on for 2 stacks, so that means 2 seconds, but at least all 5 ships do 10% less damage to me while they are still in the blazing thing. Then we also have Lester. He does his attack on 3 ships of the target, and then randomly does 1 to 3 stacks of burning on there, so 1 to 3 seconds as well. So yeah, that's what I'm saying for that. Let's see. Has adventure level opened up again at the start of season 3, or is it tied to the Odyssey like in our season 2? Ooh, good question. I haven't looked at that yet. I think they pulled that, right? I think they stopped that. Yeah. I can go beyond that, but I haven't looked at the Grand Odyssey. Does that say anything? No, the Grand Odyssey itself doesn't say anything. Adventure level limit. So yeah, there's still a limit in there. So you can't go past a certain level of adventure level before that Grand Odyssey is there. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I don't know how your season 2 is, because we didn't have that exact same thing in our season 2. So I hope that's the same for you guys. Plus burning. No. Yo, could you show the S3 heroes' abilities? Sure. I introduced them, but I didn't show their abilities yet. Wanda, a gunner, a recovery and support hero. She does Panther's Guard to 5 ships in the fleets, which means that they increases their attack by 11%, and that can go up to 20% on level 100. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 100. So these extra 2 are added as well, of course, and they probably are added to everyone. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, they all have now 10 stats that they're showing. So yeah, that's upping the attack of your ships. Let's just say that. When the ship under Wanda's command and strengthened by Panther's Guard, so after that has happened, for the following 3 seconds, it launches a basic attack. There's a 30% probability that it will prompt 2 allied ships to launch another basic attack. So more basic attacks from 2 of the allied ships that are strengthened. That's good. And then the trigger probability goes up. For every 15 seconds of 15 times of basic damage dealt by an allied ship, strengthened by the Panther's Guard, the ship under Wanda's command will restore 48 rage at most 5 ships and will be healed once. So HP equal to 12% of the attack of Wanda's ship will be replenished, and the skill can be triggered at most once every 15 seconds. So that's going to be a rage increase again. So that pairs very good with her, how's it called? The Trinket. That is based off of the amount of rage restoration you have done. So, but it only triggers once every 15 seconds. So this can go up to 80 rage, so that's a good thing. The healing factor is not a very impressive number, but at least a little extra healing is always good. For every 52% drop of the total HP of the enemy fleet, Wanda will perform a rage skill. So another Panther's Guard applied to 5 ships. The effect will trigger at most once every 10 seconds. So you can decrease that amount of percentage that it needs. So it will only do it once to a ship, and then after you rank her up, it would be doing it twice at least, and then it would do it more often. Because if you're doing it when 2% HP is left, that's not going to be doing much for you. But when you're doing when it still has 20% HP left, yeah, then it could help you. With the allied ships strengthened by Panther's Guard, or when the allied ship strengthened by Panther's Guard launches attack, there's an 18% probability that Wanda's ship will restore 20 rage. And the effect can be triggered at most 2 times per second. So this happens a lot, and you can get the triggering probability up. So this has a lot of rage restoration in there. And then paired with the trinket that you can get for her. Let's look at that again. What did it say exactly? If the wearer has the gunner tag, when the ship under the wearer's command gains 10 times rage restoration effects, the ship will heal at most 5 ships in the fleet, and the healing effect is 35% of its attack. So it does an extra heal when you have done at least 10 rage restorations. And since this one can be triggered at most 2 times per second, you can get a heal every 5 seconds, right? You need 10 of them. It can be triggered at most 2 times per second, and then so that could be every 5 seconds would do the trinket would do another heal for 50% of the attack of the ship. And now to the Onimusha. Onimusha, first mate, cutthroat, deals cutthroat damage equal to 450% of the attack of one ship in the target fleet, and that goes up to 720%. That's insanely high, right? What does Bones do? 240 to 500. And then when it's wounded, it does another half. So that could be, it could go from 500 to 750 if we're at level 100. And in this case, it would go to 720, regardless if it's wounded or not. So that's very strong. But it doesn't say that it's triggering specifically the ship with the lowest HP. And yeah, it doesn't actually say that. So if Onimusha hits a wounded ship with his skill, he will become enraged for the following 2 seconds, and enraged means that it increases the critical rate by 14%. Ooh, more critical rate, that's good. And the ship under Onimusha's command increases the critical damage by 20. And if the ship under Onimusha's command, I think that's a word missing, deals cutthroat damage and it is a critical hit, it will inflict brittle armor and healing debuff on the hit targets for 5 seconds. That's not even a short amount of time. It's like 5 seconds. It's a pretty significant amount of time. And the brittle armor is 12% decrease in armor. So with the impact and armor math, that's like a 6% increase in your damage, I think, because that's half. And healing debuff, make sure that it debuffs 18% less healing. That's a quite significant amount as well, and it does both at the same time. But it only triggers when it's a cutthroat damage and it is a critical hit. So you have to make sure that you get enough critical hit rate on there. But since the critical rate already increases with enraged, and this doesn't say that it has to be Onimusha's critical hit. It's the ship under Onimusha's command that deals cutthroat damage. So it could be the Warhammer itself doing cutthroat damage instead of basic damage. It could be Bones doing basic damage cutthroat damage. It could be Luna doing cutthroat damage. Anyone could be doing cutthroat damage and doing a critical hit, and then it would brittle armor and healing debuff. So with Bones and Luna focusing on the ship with the lowest HP, and then brittling the armor and debuffing the healing of that ship, that's very good. I might be focusing on him. I don't really have plans for a debuff ship, so I don't know how much I would want to focus on Wanda. So the Onimusha is really, really what I'm going to be focusing on. And then make sure to hit the 100% crit rate, and then just try to focus anything else on crit damage. And the ship under Onimusha's command deals 2% more cutthroat damage, and when Onimusha performs his skill, he will inflict a cursed marker on the target, and the cursed marker is considered wounded for the following 5 seconds. Though this would pair with Bones, his skill, that he does more damage when the opponent is wounded. Wounded is less than 50% HP, but now Onimusha can have him wounded while he's even above 50%. So you do more damage even when it's Bones would do more damage even when it's above 50%. So that was a very long explanation for a very quick question. Can you show the skills of the heroes? But it's very exciting. I think I'm gonna be focusing on Onimusha. And Onimusha is the one that is in there right now. Do we want to try it? Do we want to try it already? Let me get to the chat first. Let me get to see what's chat. What I miss? What did I miss? What are your thoughts on server merges? Devs say that Captain logs that they are working on it. I think it's necessary because servers are dying out. There are servers that I've heard servers that have been very toxic, and that means that a lot of people have quit the game, which also means that it will decrease the amount of people that are actually on that server, and then it will have a cascading effect, because if you have less people on your server, then you get paired with another server that has more people on there in Season 2, and that means you will kick your ass, because, yeah, they're having more people on there. So, yeah, that's a cascading effect. What means if your server loses, it has more likely than to lose more people. And then you have smaller and smaller servers, which will never actually survive. So I think that those servers should be merged. It has a lot of effects on there to merge servers, so I don't know what the effect is going to be, and what they are considering in doing. But yeah, I think it's a good thing that they're doing it, but they have to work it out so it works well for them. Because, for example, we can't be paired with another server that had other different things happen to them in different seasons, because that means that look, for example, we now don't have Obi anymore. We now have the other hero. They switched it around. So Oni, the new hero, is Season 3. Obi, the previously known Season 3 hero, is now Season 4. Which means that for people that were already getting Obi, we can't be paired with that, because that would be weird to have people that are on Season 3 already and that have a maxed out Obi, for example, while we weren't even able to get Obi. That's just going to be weird. So that's something they can do. So those are some things that you have to see. Yes, the same as our Season 2. You can only get that level before Odyssey unlocks again. Yeah. So Bob can go to 86 max until after that. 85 max, I think. Yeah, I think 85. Still have to do a lot of freighters and all sorts of things. So it's maxed anyway. So hi Bob, Odhira here. Hi Odhira, how are you doing, mate? No is saying thanks. I'm glad. Oh, for the Season 3 hero abilities. You're welcome. I'm sure you're guaranteed 1 with the number of conscious that you have. Yes, that's why I'm saying it. That's why I'm saying it. But that would mean that I would replace Madame Lulu. And of course, he's paired with her, that if you're getting a purple one, she's a higher chance. So yeah, that would mean that if I were to go with him, I would get rid of my Madame Lulu. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. What was the... what were the skills on this one? 7 more damage. Increased crit rate. Yes. This is crit rate by 15%. Yes. Increased cutthroat damage. Yes. And when the ship deals basic damage, there's a 20% probability that it will deal cutthroat damage equal to 200%. Yeah. This is the ultimate skill I was saying that pairs good with Oni. Oni Musha, Oni Mashu, Oni... the other guy. It damage will increase as the current the target's current HP decreases, so it can boost up to 100%. Yeah, that's good. That's what I got myself the legendary one, but I still was trying to see if I wanted to switch out from this armor piercing build that I have on this Warhammer right now. I don't know if I want to change that out. Because that only triggers when it deals cutthroat damage. So I can't put it on another, and you can't put 2 Warhammers on this on there. So yeah. I'm gonna be saving my conscience. I'm gonna be saving my conscience for now, for a little bit, what I do want to do is get myself. Where are they? These ones. Use them. Season 3. The goddess Sajid. Get it. I want it. And we're gonna build it. We're gonna see if we can get some lucky things on there. What are the skills that we can get? Increased splashing damage. So that splashing damage, as far as I heard from other people, it's very hard to test. Again, is when multiple fleets attack you. So when you're attacking multiple fleets at the same time. So if you're just fighting one v1, splashing damage doesn't do much. But when you're getting 3v1, for example, then splashing damage will do more. So yeah, that might be a good thing. When an allied ship is in the fleet, when an allied ship in the fleet launches a basic attack, there's a probability that the ship will launch a basic attack immediately. The effect can be triggered at most once every 4 seconds. Is that a good thing, to launch an extra basic attack in 4 seconds? And when the ship deals artillery damage, there's a 30% probability that it will deal an additional artillery damage equal to that percentage of its attack. And the effect can be triggered at most once every 6 seconds. I think this is very, very, very much a lot better than this one, at least. And I don't know about the splashing damage. How often are you actually, for example, in PvP, where more than a couple people attack you at the same time? Then we have the unique skills that increases artillery damage. Yes, of course. Increases attack and artillery damage. And then for every 6 basic attacks, it increases the ship's armor by 2 or 3% and the artillery damage by 2, 3 or 5%. And the effect can stack up to 3 times. So yeah, that could be a good thing. But at least I want to be trying out my luck on this one. So let's see what we can get. No, oh, I was like, I saw a glitter of yellow. So I was like, no, we're actually that lucky. No, at least it got a purple one. At least we got a purple one, which means that if I were to focus on this ship instead of if I were to upgrade that ship, I would probably be able to replace it with the Fearless Princess quite easily. But let's see what skills did we get on it. No, not that one. There it is. We got increased attack and impact. We have increases critical rate and reduces critical resistance. That's not bad. And for every 1 fleet attacking you, increases your splashing damage by 4%, and the effect can stack up to 3 times. And then increases the splashing damage. This was the one I said I didn't like. Of course I'm getting the one I'm saying I didn't like. For every 12 artillery damage that the ship deals, 1 basic attack will immediately launch. So yeah, that's okay. That could be okay. Do I want to be changing this out? Do I want to be changing this out now that I have this ship? That would mean that I would have to start spending the purple wood, the purple, how are they even called? The premium teaks, and a significant amount of gold on there. I could reset the Fearless Princess as well, and then I would get this amount of items back. And I would probably need this amount of items to actually get this ship up. Yeah, let's do that. Nah, let's first upgrade. I have enough of them. So let's first upgrade, and then we can see the power difference in between them. Oh, but we can't. It doesn't have ship parts yet, so I can put ship parts on there as well before we actually switch them out. Ah, we're almost there. How much do we need? 10, 10, 10. Right? That would be enough. No, of course not. Yeah, one more. 1, 10, 10. Done. Yes, that's it. So, putting on ship parts. As I said, I want to maybe try to go back to the Queen's Revenge. Let's just mount the Queen's Revenge on there. What do I have? Older ones, critical resistance ones, critical resistance ones. Healing bonus, R1 crit damage, crit rate. Critical resistance. Let's put crit damage on there, but we do want to enhance them first. Rare. Come on, why does this always take so long? Why is this menu always so incredibly slow? I just hate the fact that this has so much lag in it. I clicked there like 10 seconds ago and I'm still not doing it. I'm still not seeing it. Yeah, there it is. Finally. What do we got on helms? An artillery damage on there. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna be putting an artillery damage. No, I don't want to be going to the laggy thing anyway again. Attack bonus. Yeah, I'm gonna be putting another attack bonus on there because that doesn't exist anymore in the new parts. So let's see. I now have 31, 322. And if we change out if we change out the ship for this one, I lose 200,000 power. But that's because we were saying it's going to Blade of Freedom one is doing more. So that was what we were saying earlier. The Blade of Freedom set is doing more for your attack stat, and because of that, it doing that. Why is was the impact? No, the armor is way higher on the Fierce Princess. Ooh, so this one is high attack. Base. No, they're not. The base of the ship is not different. It's just the ship parts that's doing that. So a lot less armor in this case. And a lot less impact. But higher attack. Would we wanna change out to an armor? No, not to a sailing speed. An armor boost. Armor bonus, armor bonus. And crit rate. That's also something I don't have on the other one. I can go enhance this one in the laggy screen. Come on, game, you can do this. Man, you thought it was legendary. Yeah, I thought that same for the second. I was like, I saw some sort of a yellow glow. I was like, no, really? But unfortunately, it wasn't. You can't have all the luck. I've been lucky enough to get 2 legendary Stormbringers and a legendary Warhammer. I'm not gonna be lucky enough to get another legendary Goddess Sajid on my first try again. Yeah, that's because of the parts, Denston. It's because of the parts. It wasn't the base of the ship as well. Oh no, I forgot to put it on the new one. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Replace. 5,000 less, but at least my armor is up a little bit and my attack's down a little bit. But That's not a problem. My attack, those attack stats are very low for me because at the end of season 2 this was above 100,000. So, and I haven't done anything then change the map. So, yeah, that's a little lower than that was. How does attack percentage compare to the specific damage? Strategic burning. The attack percentage is shown on the ship here. The damage percentage for the specific ones is on these ones. So I have a very high burning damage specific set on there. And the difference between them is we don't know the actual math. So I don't know how it's going to be. But what I do know is that if you're doing attack bonus, it's going to be this stat here. And this stat also is calculated in your base damage that you do, the basic attacks that you do. And with those basic attack damage that you do, your let's see if you see, this is the basic attack that you do. The ship's doing this damage. This ship is doing this amount of damage. Those are the basic attacks that you do. These are freighter merchants that were like sunk in seconds. Do we have favorites? Apparently we do. Look, if you're seeing my base stat is doing 1 million damage. Sharky was doing 1.7. Ophelia was doing 700,000. 1.2, 1.2, 1.3. So the ship's doing a lot of damage itself as well, and that's why I like this attack percentage as well, because that also does increase the basic damage. And if you only do the specific damage, especially if you're doing the specific damage for artillery, because Sharky's triggers a lot of extra what skill is it? While Sharky performs his skill, there's an 8% probability that each random attack will be accompanied by a basic attack. So he does more basic attacks. And when the ship under Sharky's command launches a basic attack, there's a 30% probability that it will launch an additional basic attack. So especially with Sharky being on there, it should do a lot of basic attacks. Let's see if we switch out to the Blade of Freedom set that we had on the other ship right now. Is that this one? This one? Doesn't matter, both are the same. I still have to get used to the fact that these are actually like the same things. Get the crit damage one. This Fearless Princess, and which one was there on the Fearless Princess? It's Warhammer Fearless Princess. So this was the actual set that was on Fearless Princess. Here, 326. So the fact that we changed out the ship to an artillery ship doesn't do anything for my power levels. And yeah, those are the 2300 and 2300 armor and impact again. So yeah, I'll probably be using this Blade of Freedom set on there, because I want to do more and more basic attacks, and those basic attacks I want to have buffed as well. You got 0 legendary ships this far, wish me luck. Yeah, Sakuito, I might have taken all of your luck, apparently, because yeah, look, ships. I got a legendary Stormbringer focused on blazing damage that I'm using because I have a blazing hero. I've got a legendary Warhammer that I'm not even using. I know it might not be very good that I'm not using it, but I just like this skill. This armor piercing one, I just like this skill. So I might want to actually go for it sounds weird to ask for this, but I might just want to go for another legendary Warhammer and then have this Warhammer fuse into that one, as long as that other legendary one has has this skill, because I really like the armor piercing that it does. Just the fact that it obliterates armor from my opponent. That's why I also have such incredibly high impact stats. It's 3300. When it was in season 2, it was like 36 or 3700 on there. So yeah, that was just like insane high impact stats, and that would just obliterate. Ooh, how does it look on the map? Come on, I could just switch out the only this ship. Let's only do that ship. Well, looks spiky. Looks it's looking good. It's looking good. Curious to see if it actually is better. Curious to see if that actually does a lot of things. Because the Fearless Princess wasn't doing anything for it. So I think it can't hurt that we're changing it out, right? Does that complete quest? No, it's all land-based things. Oh, that's a lot of points. That's a lot. Can we just complete and collect all of these at the same time? Or do you have to click through them? Yes, we gotta have to click through them. At least the points will start slowing down later. Yeah, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? This is grassland. This is sunrise. Ooh, yes. I'll have to see. Just looking at what kind of trade route do we have? What options for what good trade routes do we have? This is grassland, and this is monsoon. Those are two different ones. This is monsoon as well. I think we can just, I'll just go there for now. What items? Malachite. How do I have some trouble pronouncing English so often? And then something like that I just throw out there like confidently, like I know what I'm talking about. At least I hope I said that wrong. And fennel. What's it asking for? Rope, frankincense, and jade. Rope, dried fruit, jaded jade. Where is this jaded jade? Corundum, jaded jade. Oh, that's this one. Oh, both are asking that item. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that right now. Oh, we can get to Reverence. Yeah, we only need 200,000 points. I can get to Reverence on day 1. That's exciting. That's exciting. Guys, I will be taking a very short break. Give me like a minute or two. I'll be right back. What do you think about S1 trinkets for Ophelia and Griffin versus Spyglass? I think those are very good, but the fact that you have to use the Heim conscience on there, I don't like that. I have a limited amount of them. If you're paying more often, then you'll have more of these. So I didn't go for them. I was able to get a lot of good trinkets, especially legendary ones with just Echo Conscious, because you can get those the spyglasses in here as well. So that's why I used most of them. That's why I'm using the spyglasses. But the spyglasses effect don't stack. So you need one on. If you could put one on every attacking ship, then that's everything you're going to be getting. So yeah, that's my opinion on those. So I think they're very good. I like my my katana, my Tanaka's katana, very much. So I think that the season ones will be just as good as that one. Maybe not as good. It could be a little less, but I would enjoy using those as well. But I just don't have the Heim conscious to go get that. So yeah, that's why I haven't tried. The trinket guaranteed thing is still on 0. if I were to focus on Oni this season, I would also try to focus on the spear. Because increased crit rate, that's a good thing. Especially with the crit rate skills that he has. And if there's any wounded ships in the target, it increases the attack ship by 14% and cutthroat damage by 14%. I think this is very good. And if you would then pair it with the Demise Proclamation, if the wielder has the captain tag, it would oh no, that's the Rage Restoration. The crit rate would be insane if you would have both of them. And this ship will gain sharp cutlass bonus, increased cutthroat damage by 18% for the following 5 seconds. Yeah, but the Rage Restoration is a 1-0, so that wasn't for Oni. But yeah, if you were to have both of them, like this spear for Oni and the guns for bones, that would be an insane amount of crit rate. So much that you will come at the point that every hit, every damage you do will be a crit rate. So yeah, I bones, yes. The other ones, I don't know. Let's have a quick look at them. Let's have a quick look at them. Ophelia, increased artillery damage when the ship launches a basic attack against the enemy that is vulnerable to artillery damage. There's a 20% damage probability. Yeah, one extra basic attack is not really that much of a difference, so I don't like this. And it only has a 20% chance to do it, and it only triggers that 20% damage when you launch a basic attack and the enemy is vulnerable. So you have to have Ophelia on there because that's the only one that makes the vulnerability. And the vulnerability only lasts for 5 seconds. So half the time no one is vulnerable to artillery damage. So or is that not this skill that we're talking about? Is there something else that's actually called vulnerability? Because I think that she's enhanced artillery. That is nothing named building up. No, so I think it's dispossessed. So, will target will be possessed. I think that's where it's referring to, and that's only active like half of the time, and then there's only a 20% chance of it triggering. Yeah, that's not good. That's not my favorite. I don't think I've ever looked at Griffin any longer than I had to because I don't have strategic damage on my ships, but. If the wielder has the captain tag, for every 10 strategic damage caused by the ship under the wielder's command, increases strategic damage by 5%, can stack up to 5 times and will last until the end of the battle. So that doesn't get consumed. So a 25% boost in its strategic damage plus another 18% boost in strategic damage. If you have a strategic setup, ooh, that could be a 40% increase. So yeah, that's way better. I think that's like 10 times better than a 20% probability, like a 10% probability of one extra basic attack. That's nothing. So yeah, and the crit rate is a very good one. And increased cutthroat damage for 18 seconds. Another rage restoration. Yeah, I think the guns and the Undying Oath are way better than the Withered Heart. So yeah, but it was very much easier to get the spy glasses, and that's why I'm using them. I was saying I was going to take a break. Do you know what is the interval between attacks? I mean, attack speed of a ship. The interval between basic attacks or the interval between skill attacks? Which guild unlocked sailing bonus in season 3? No one, I think. bonus, season 3, critical rate, HP bonus, and attack bonus. No, we're not getting any sailing speed bonus in season 3. No, we're not getting any in S1. Sorry. It triggers when you have 4 guilds reset reverence. So it's not specifically one guild that gives it. You have to have 4 different guilds to reverence for 10% and respect for 5%. So you have to do 4 of them. It's not specifically one. Between basic attacks. Ooh. No, I don't think I ever actually looked at a counter, looked at a battle animation, and when I was recording, and then looked at the timer on how quickly it was going. I don't think I've ever done that. That's a good test to do in the future. Let me go write that down. Basic attack interval. Basic attack interval. John Howe donated like 1 SGD. I don't know what currency that is, from what country is that, but thanks, thank you. I think you're the first one to ever donate on Livestream, so thank you very much for that. The first super chat in a Livestream. Let's celebrate. Yeah, let's celebrate. I was gonna say take a break, but now I feel bad if we're gonna take a break after you did that. But I really have to go because I need to go to the bathroom. Thank you very much. I appreciate it very much. I don't know what currency that is, so I don't know what country is that from, SGDs. I have no idea. Does anyone know? Please let me know in the chat. I'll be right back. Give me like a minute or two, and I'll be back in just a small amount of time. There we go again. We're back. Let's see what we missed in chat. It's Singapore dollars. Well, thank you. I don't think I ever saw that currency before, but thanks. Is it worth going back to Season 1, Season 2 and finish guild relations? Season 2, you can't go back. I can't go back to Season 2 anymore. It's not possible for me to go back to Season 2. So, if you're in Season 2, you have to finish it in Season 2, and otherwise it will be gone. But it still takes into account, it still takes it into account in, what ship is it? The Call of the Wind? Yeah, this is the Call of the Wind. Season 7, relations with guilds reach the stage reverence. It's still counted in this one. It's just not showing in here anymore. It's just gone. It doesn't show it here anymore. But if you go to this one, then you can see that it's still Iron Axe, Harmony, and Summit Trading. Those are still right here. So these are still taken into account, but they don't show up anymore. Because you can't go to the map anymore. Yeah, let's make sure we are doing these commissions, because these commissions are going to make sure that we go to buy 6 Malachite. Buy 6 Malachite. That one, and then the rest. If we're going to make the journey anyway, we're going to be making sure that we are full. Oh yeah, of course, the new lady is greeting us in the training station. There is one man in RC Season 2 who fully maxed his account, but he gives his account to other players to be 24/7 active. It's not legal, right? No, that's against the terms of the TOS that you agree on by going into this game. So you could report him to the authorities, to the Fun Plus, but they have to have some sort of proof to do that, to do anything with it. I don't know if they will do anything with that. I don't know what they need for proof to do that. It's way easier for them to get proof than for you, because they can look at IP addresses. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do about it. We had the same with 2 high level players that went on a holiday and gave their account. As far as we think, they gave their account to their gang leader, and their gang leader was operating his own account and the other 2 accounts as well. Because we never saw them move at the exact same time. They always were standing still. The other one was going to attack something, and then we had to wait like 10 seconds for the other one to move. So he was probably using several devices to do it. But it was clearly looking like it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that was like that as well. Yeah, they were cheaters and they still lost. That was the fun thing about that. But I can imagine that it's hard to have an active whale for that 24/7 active. Then yeah, that's hard. Yeah, I don't know what you can report them. I would say, yeah, try to do it, or at least you should do it. Mate, you had a little bit too much rum and you banged your nose into something, I think. But yeah, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't have to deal with that, because nobody can be active at 24/7. But if they somehow have a partner for some reason, and they're playing on a shared device, and one has a night shift, one has a day job, that could also be a thing. You can share your account between spouses on the same IP address. That's always possible, for example. But yeah, if you know that he's sharing his account so that he can be active 24/7, yeah, that's against the OS, definitely. I just have that in mind because of the ship skill, which takes interval of basic damage for 0% slower, but increases their damage by 35%. Is that a ship skill, or is that a how's it called? The season specialization was something like that, right? Let's 5 freighters. Yeah, we can do level 60 freighters again. Yeah, we can do level 60 freighters again. Those weren't available for us for like a week. It's harder for me to judge if it's worth or not, while I have no clue about base attack speed. Yeah, that's something. But I don't think it's a very... Look, like the skill is like usually somewhere between 8 to 11 seconds. But the ones for basic attack, I think they're a second at most. So half a second slower means like 50%. But yeah, if it were to be... let's empty the cargo first. If it were to be every 2 seconds, then 5% would be 25%. So then you would increase on what? 1 second... 1 second for gold. I don't know what you're actually... 1 second for gold. I don't know what you're trying to say. Orange. Can you explain? It's like heavy artillery or something. The ship skill. Oh yeah, 1 second for gold, but 70% more damage. Oh yeah. Is that an ultimate? No, that's not an ultimate skill, right? Let's look at the skills. Let's look at the skills. Unique skills. Do you have the name? Can you? Does any of you guys have the name for it? That's heavy artillery. Yeah. Orange said heavy artillery. Yeah. Lengthens the interval of the ship's basic attack. Lengthens the interval of the ship's basic attack is increased. That's again a very bad description. But increases the attack. Can I come back to you on that, Sakuito? I have no idea. Even also because the description reads very badly. I'm gonna be asking that to a friend who speaks, who can read the original Chinese descriptions and see if they have any question, if they have any idea what it is reading in their original language, because yeah, there's sometimes a difference in there. Let's see. Let's do a couple of these armed freighters that we weren't able to do before. How much? Yeah, you do need quite a lot of them to actually go up a ship level. Oh yeah, we have these new ones. We can complete those. This is new in the 1.1.190 thing. It has nothing to do with season 3, but for some reason you can do those. What I did find is I like the fact that these two give to how are they called? Hero badges. And when I completed this yesterday, the 2 hero badges I got were from the 2 heroes that I sent. So I'm trying to do that again today. And if I do that today and I'm getting a Lester and a Tanaka again today, yeah, that would mean that I would, of course, try to focus on that more. I need 3 heroes, 70,000 and 2 epics. So 2 epics and Sharky, 3 heroes, bam. So I don't usually look at them very hard. A patrol, yeah, let's do the entire patrol. Let's just do it. I don't know if you guys are actually here in chat, but some people joined me while I was doing those very quickly. So if the base attack is 1 second, it would become longer between attacks, but each attack does more damage. Yeah. But you don't want to have that skill on an artillery build. I'm just saying. Because some things, like Sharky, trigger when it does a basic attack. So that would be the first thing you hone out on a skill. Yes, it gives you badges for the heroes you send. Yeah, but I heard some other person send a screenshot that he got. Why did I? Emrys, we've talked about the sequence in these in these commissions. It went from blue to gold. That's normal. But then from gold to purple, that's not normal. Yeah, he also creates more basic attacks. Yeah, but he triggers off of basic attacks as well. So make sure you don't have heroes on that ship that trigger off of basic attacks. But because if that triggers off of a basic attack and you do less basic attacks, then that would negate any of that hero anything that hero is trying to do. So make sure you don't have a hero on that ship that has that skill, because that's not good. Just a man, how are you doing, mate? He's asking for the calendar for recruitment. Of course, of course. First week is going to be Oni. Second week is going to be Wanda. Third week is going to be Oni and Griffin. Wanda and Ophelia. Then Oni and Bones. We've got Wanda with Adeline. We've got Oni with Tanaka. And then we end it off with S3 Wanda on there. And that's going to be in my holiday. I hope we're not going to be in Season 4 having a Season 4 discovery while I'm on holiday. Because at the end of May I'm going on holiday for one Friday. So I'm hoping not that specific Friday we're going into Season 4. Because I will be gone. I think it's the 20th I will be gone. Not the 27th. No, what's the Friday? What's the day of the Friday in that case? The Friday is the 24th. So I will be gone the 24th. Okay, I'm not happy about that, but that's gonna be a salty Bob on his holiday. Well, he's not. The one day he's not going to be live streaming is gonna be the Season 4 discovery. Yeah, so that's gonna be a thing. If that is the actual date that we're going for. We're going into Season 4, if that would ever exactly fall into that. Thanks for your thoughts about it. Yeah, no problem. You can always ask. It's just it needs to work. Not only needs to work on the math that it actually increases your damage, but it also needs to work well. Yeah, Orange is doing a salt shaker and the abacus. Salty numbers guy. Yeah, that's gonna be me salty on holiday. Yeah, you can always ask. Just make sure that it doesn't only fit on that ship, but also fits on with the heroes that you put on it. I don't know. It also appears to buff the extra bonus attacks. And if so, that may be worth it. You end up firing more over time with skills to make it worth. Yeah, but that should be tested. Oh, my mouse is empty. The battery for my mouse is empty. Let me quick put a wire on it again. There it is. Go finish. Are we at Reverence yet? But because now it's going back to blue on after the purples go back to blue, because that's the normal amount of secrets for commissions. deliver Fennel. Oh, I can I can actually instant claim that one. That's an easy one. There we go, reverence. And then we have to send a letter to another port. But first, let me get rid of all of this. Buy a little bit more of those. And then go deliver that letter. So that means we got another upgrade, and that's 7% increase. So let's get it, like 80,000. That's 80,000. That's a nice power increase. And a couple of echo gonches. Pirate Legend. Ooh, I got stamina for that. I'm not actually going to be completing this one. I hate this event. I really, really, really hate this event. They're going to be trying to say when I'm doing it, when I need to do it. I don't like it. And that's an 8th reverence. That's the 8th guild I get the reverence. That's an easy one. Completed. And we're done already. I still have like a surplus of that. If anyone's new, that wasn't in there before, I had a surplus in Season 2. Because I never used them, and you get a daily one out of this chest. So yeah, that's why I had a surplus. This one. I had a surplus of 10, so I had 25 at first. So apparently the Season 1 and the Season 2 counter is different. But the Season 2 and the Season 3 counter, that's the same. So if you get a surplus in Season 2 when you don't need the commissions anymore, you can just save them up, save them up, save them up. And you can start using them in Season 3, apparently. So yeah, that's the thing you can do. Now let's try to see if we can get at least the other ones to friendly, because that means that we can then start auto trading, because we need them at friendly at least to start auto trading. Do we get level 25 ship parts in Season 2? No, you don't get level 25 ship parts in Season 2. When will the dumb monster start dropping level 25 ship parts? I'm dying in 21. Yeah, I've seen 25 ship parts in a questline thing. You mean the Grand Odyssey? Let's see. Does it show anything right here? No. Does it show? Because it does say. Does it say higher ship parts in here? No, it did say it in Season 2, but it doesn't say it right here. Yes, let's look at the Grand line. We haven't even looked at that. We can open the chart, and this is what we've got. I haven't looked at this. This is a new feature. It's blinking at me. I can reserve some parts. I want to be doing anything that I'm not helping my alliance with or my gang with. That's us. Top contributors. Yeah, I heard some things about that. I need to start looking into that, because first time takeovers gives master pipes. That's good. More master pipes. So if you go there, you can discover those ports. Complete land incidents. That's done. Weekly taken over islands. Wait, what? 20 hours of speed ups? Holy Bob. 30 hours of speed ups. 60 hours of speed ups. Well, we need that. Wait, reach Sunset Town and stay alive. Krakens, where's Sunset Town? Where's Sunset Town? Sunset Town. As long as the Krakens are not stronger than before. Main map versus season map tokens. Yeah, Star says we reported him. I hope he gets banned. He spent $50,000 on his account now. His account is fully maxed. Now he is spending money on his R4 and he's about to get max too. Wow, if you have that amount of cash to spend on a game, it's just amazing. But it will be different in different currencies, of course. Clear out sea monsters harassing coastline. Okay. So we need to be doing these quests as well. There's a daily limit for each guild, I think, but sometimes they glitch and don't show. Usually per leaving and entering port or restarting game. Call of the Wild event, you get a 25 chest as a reward. Oh yeah, that's an old chest, right? Level 25 ship parts are a season 3 thing. You won't be getting them in season 2, Florin. I somehow got distracted while answering your question. That's a season 3 thing. So that won't be in season 2. The entirety of season 2 were level 21 parts. So you can just make sure you have every single one of them, and just scrap the rest. It's not going to be. You're not going to be getting any new one. I've been trying those, just going back and forth now. I don't know what you're referring to. What I'm doing? Come on. Where are these level 40s harder to kill? These level 40s seem harder to kill than... I'll just attack the second one, because I'll be attacking both at the same time. It's not like I'm actually losing HP on that. Anyone gotta make a commission spawn gimmick? Your map is empty. No, I don't think you do that. Get to work, Bob. Yeah, I haven't done anything on that map, and I've heard, probably because we're competing against the other server, it's probably important. You've been hoping for new ship parts every new monster level. No. You can go up to the highest level. That's level 60 for season 2, right? 60, I think. And they will still spawn level 21 parts. It's you're not getting them until season 3. So, I'm sorry for breaking, for destroying your hope, but at least you know, and at least you know what you're going into, where you're going into now. Claim. Yes. Yes, let's try to see if we can get some people in here. Can people from other servers join your gang in season 2? No, you can't join a gang that isn't on your server. What you can do is transfer servers and then join the gang from that other server. That's the thing you can do, but transferring from one server to another server is not free. So that's something you have to be careful of. You can do that, but then you permanently change. So you can't join a gang from another server and then go back to your own gang like you did in season 1. That's not possible. So you can only join gangs from your own server. If you go transfer, then it's a permanent transfer, and then you can join a gang. Transfer is like the season 1 C swap. Yeah, I think it is. But then you join another entire other server. If you did the C swap in the beginning, that would just mean that you go to another part of the same server, and that would mean that you will eventually meet up with the people that you were in the same C with. No, why do I keep getting these notifications? That you would end up in the same C that other people are in. That might not be the case for your season 2. Well, at least you will in season 2, but not for season 3 and season 4 and onwards. So yeah, season transfer is like a C swap, but it is more expensive for the paying. There's a limit to guild relations by PvP fighting. Yes, there is, but I don't know the amount. I think it was like 400k. Orange, can you remember? I know Ugo was trying to get to that max. And I think he said he got a very high amount of points before. But can you remember what he was saying that he at least that he gotten, so that we know how high it is, at least it is. If someone swapped server and go back a season, is it full of mist? That would be a cool way to get more diamonds and speed ups. Yes, because that was the case. Because I have heard about people that were able to claim the guild reputation again. The guild reputation chests again as well. Yeah, so that would mean that you're new to the server, and that would at least that you would need new to the server. That I think it would. I think that it would be full of mist, but I don't know. Do we know anyone who changed servers? I can't remember from the top of my head. If everyone did, please let know. And so that we can answer Gryffindor. I would be interested in that myself as well, but I'd like to know. I think it's like 300k total daily or something like that. Yeah, it's like 300,000 to have the guild relations by PvP fighting. It's very high. It's a significant amount. They do that so you don't have when you're a real grinder, you can't just go worship in a day. And what else would you have to do with your time after that? So just take it a little slower. Especially with season 2 and season 3, you have a lot of time in there, and you only have 3 guilds. You have all the time in the world to get to the high ones. Boats Bay, yeah, I'm actually doing the ones that we reserved, right? So we're trying to develop this one, and we're currently in the lead. Is that what I'm seeing? We reserved that one, and then you can get the damage over time plus 2%. I like that. That's better for my blazing ship. So let's see, what else did we get? Season specialization. I haven't mentioned that before. I now unlocked something. All units in your party will gain 20% more damage in the first 3 turns after entering the battle. When the battle comes to turn 4, all units in your party will gain 12%. Will deal 12% less damage. Yeah, that was the same thing in like season 2, right? That's the season specialization thing. And yes, I know your season specialization might be looking very different than our season specialization, because that changed midway through. But yeah. And you can get these flames from squad raids. We still need to do those. Treasures? Claim? Ooh, 10 conscious. And 8 hours, 16 hours of speed ups, 5 master pipes, and 500,000 gold. Those are nice. Which blessing do we have? Strategic damage. Really? Really? We're doing strategic damage? Okay. That's the one damage I'm not doing. Other people are, but that's the one damage I'm not doing. 100 to be the next turn. Open chart. Yeah, that's where we were earlier. Discovery rewards level 4. Ooh, blueprints. I like myself some blueprints. Oh, that's only for the leader, or R, since it says R5. How many of these can you get? One. But then 15 times? So what are you getting in this one? More Heim conscious, more speed ups. That's like 25. No. That's not possible. That would mean... Yeah, those tips aren't... those aren't good. If you're getting all of this and all of this has a blueprint in that, that's not possible. That's not possible. Because then you would have 150 tries to get a legendary one. No, I don't think. I think that's not how it's supposed to be looking. Season rewards. Let's look at the season rewards. I haven't looked at those. You can select any one piece of trinket or a hero among them. Any one piece. So does that also mean the season 1 trinket? So I could get the guns for bones with this? I think it does. And then ship design chest and 20 shipwrecks hammer. So that would be an extra build of an attempt to build of a goddess. Another attempt in building this ship that we gotten earlier on the stream. It's a purple one. It's not. It's the luck streak hasn't increased that much that it's already a legendary one. You still have to wait. Like next week, we can have a legendary next week, right? No mist, but you can some rewards and some shops reset. Cartography shop, for example. Ooh, if the cartography shop resets, I still have 16,000 points for the season 1 one. So if my one would reset, I would buy out the master pipes again. You could get some conscious, of course. Was this the old 25 ship part things? Then you would be able to get level 25 ship parts if that was true. So yeah. Legendary blanks, yeah, of course, but no, I'm not doing that. And no, I'm not buying 2k Starlight shards. I'm still hoping that for some reason they change the shop or they mess something up, and then for some reason it refreshes. I'm just gonna be saving that until they mess up. I'm hoping they mess up sometime in the future. I don't think I'm going to be Stormbringer or Warhammering this. Yes, I will be buying this one at least. I don't think I will be buying this one. I think I'll be doing that rogue coins with rogue coins. I will be. I do want to have all of these at some point. Not now, of course. I want to have all of these. That's 7,500 points. That's not that many. I might want to have all of these. That's 25. That's 7,500 Eternal Flame. That's a quite good amount for 20k points. You have to have the entire map unlocked, but yeah. I think I'm going to be focusing on the Goddess, the Conscious, the Master Pipes, maybe the Excellent Oak when I don't have enough of them. And then definitely the Eternal Flames. I want to have these. Because last season I had leftover and now I want more. I need Eternal Flames. I need Eternal Flames for everything. Why is there no commissions flashing? Yeah. We can go to the legendary one immediately. Yeah, it goes from the first one to the legendary one, and then it's gonna go to another purple one after that. Because that's not how the sequence went for season 2 and season 1. So squad raid, we haven't done that. Cross server matching? No, I'm not gonna be cross server matching. Oh, we have a Waka Waters chat right now. I'll just ask some people if you can go see this one. There's Sensei, there's the squad's full. You want to enter? Yes, I want to be entering. Hi everyone, you're on stream. If you don't know already, you're on stream right now. Betting you the devs missing up is actually a safe bet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want to be matching found entering. Yeah, I was like, why am I not entering? Yeah, let's see. Can I see your leaderboard, please? Yeah, I'll show you leaderboard when I'm out of the squad raid. You can only get one of those. All rep rewards reset too. I was able to claim a second Lester. Yeah, that's a good one. One reward per gang member. Oh, you mean the... Oh, those are your rank in your gang related. So your R5 will get another one, another reward than your R2 or R3 will have. Okay. Thanks, Kurt. It was confusing because it looked like you can get like 150 ship builds, but that would be logical if you would spread that out over 150 members. Then yeah, that's a good reward, but not insane. I will check now. I switched today and the guild relations does reset. I will also check S1 now. Oh, did you switch KS2K? What server were you on? Why did you switch and what server did you went to? In server 2, in season 2, can we make our gang bigger? We are a max size already. The max size is 180 members. I don't know if that's the end of season 1 as well, but that's what we had in I think the entirety of season 2, and we still have that as a max. So no, there's if that's the case, no, then yeah, 180. Yeah, 180 is the max. So yeah, it's not going any further than that. I'm out damaging Moxie, and he's 2 levels above me, and I'm out damaging Sensei, but Sensei is very unlucky in the heroes. In the hero department, so he's a ship level above me as well, but I think I'm a very, very strong level 28. 40 Eternal Flames, and 3 of those other flame thingies that were needed for season specialization. That means that the first one's unlocked. Then you can... do we want to focus on strategic damage? No, we don't. Do we want to focus on cutthroat damage? Maybe. Do we want to focus on blazing and drowning damage? Maybe. Do we want to focus on artillery damage? Yeah, we got the new ship. So we're doing artillery damage. 5 more freighters. That's a good thing I left some I left some stamina. Someone's doing a level 54. Why are we doing a level 54? Just join me in the level 60, mate. I moved due to my alliance inactivity. Ooh, that's a hard reason to do that. What server were you on? And where did you go? If you don't mind me asking. Let's empty the cargo hold. We are at 180, but merged, so we have 2 gangs. Yeah, that's the same thing as we had. But it's not. It's. Ah, dang it. Okay, let's get rid of all of them. Yes, it's a waste of gold, I know. But I should have sold them at the other one. Uh-oh. Yeah, why are you doing... Who's doing that? Who's attacking a level 54? Yeah, oh, it's a Nyx, it's not our alliance. Oh, people are still in my squad. Ah, Sensei said he had the wrong sales on there. I'll just kick you guys out of the squad. I don't... No need to do that right now. I was just trying to see what the rewards would be. Just trying to look at every new feature that there is in Season 3. You could focus on... Yeah, I could focus on anything. I hate... that's a joke in our gang now, because at some point the new heroes, I think, yeah, the Magnus and I think also Delilah had it, but Magnus had some things that were it had a 30% probability that they just had the word "it could." It was like, it could, yeah, it could do what? It 1%, 99% chance. It could do it. Yeah, just tell me the percentage. So now, when we're saying the word "could," it could do it. Yeah, it could do it. Level 60. How far away are these? Can we just do that? Yeah, we'll just move them. We'll just move to there. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Server jumping Joe. Now we just have to have the banjo in the background, and we got a full song. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Server jumping Joe. Yeah, that's a great. That's a good joke, or that's a good joke. Let's see. Did we get there? Yeah, we got there in time. Leaderboard. Yeah, sorry. Already forgot. Our server leaderboard. Arkwolf level 37 already. It upgraded from 35 to 37. The max. The max is 37, right? For season 3. So yeah, he jumped to 37 already in a day. That's nuts. 55 million power. Yeah, that's nuts. It's nuts. And then we have him at level 35. And then we go to everyone. That was the one we were looking at just now. We have D-Dog, server 55, Ariana, Bounty Hunter, Donkey. Oh, these are all the same that we had the same. So like the top 6 is the same as we had last season. And then at 7, there's a new guy. 8 is an old guy. Is we already had. And then 9 and 10 are also new guys. Then Stenston, who usually is in chat. Madeline, Alan. Didn't Alan quit? No, I think Alan wasn't Alan who quit. I think it was another guy. And then some of our guys are coming back in because 24, empty, no server 57 and 6. So between 6 and 24, we don't have any representation. But after 24, we're getting a lot of representation. Aki, Halbus Hemd, I don't know, Mr. 2023, Lagier, Kalak, I don't know how to pronounce this, Bloody Mary, Veras, who was in chat earlier, Yod, as in Coyote, our gang leader, and then I am at 68 for power. That's not bad. I'm in 68th place for power. Let's see. How am I on ship level? 176. So I have high power, but my ship level is just behind. If I were to get my ship level up, I would probably be even better. But yeah, I'm kind of behind on that. Weekly trophies, yeah, I haven't done anything. Trials, yeah, I haven't done anything on the new ones. Garrison kills, wanted kills, nah, those are just things. But you want to see leaderboard? That's the leaderboard. That's our leaderboard. So is that high compared to yours? Is that low compared to yours? Let me know. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what other servers have and how high or how low that is. Do keep in mind that we're done with Season 2. Season 2 gives a lot of power in trinkets. I think I went from like 13 to 14 million power or something like that. So now having 31 million power at the end of Season 2. So yeah, I focused a lot on that. Top player on our server is 60.9 million at 35. That's just insane. But look, I know that's an insane number, but you can only have 5 ships. That means that you can only use 15 heroes. So why would you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 legendary, 10, 11 legendary, and then let's just stop at this one. Yeah, that's 15 legendary heroes. You can have a full legendary hero loadout with no epics and all sorts of things, but then you have to have a good build for that as well. But yeah, then all of the other ones, those are just nothing, doing nothing. And if you have a hero like Lord Gojo, he's not on a ship. I can give him a trinket. If I have a spare trinket, I can give him a trinket. That would increase my power. Yes, of course it would increase my power. But it would do nothing for me in naval battle. So I think it's an impressive number. It's a very impressive number, but it does... I think there's a lot of fake power in there as well. That you just have because you have it, but you're not actually using it. So yeah. But that is a scary power number at level 35. I don't want to be going 1v1 against him. Maybe not even 5v1 against him if he knows what he's doing if he knows what he's doing on the ship builds, because whales are dangerous, but an educated whale is even more dangerous. So yeah, if you're fighting him, if he's not in your gang, make sure he doesn't drop in on stream and ask for help. Don't give him a tip to come to the stream. Oh, he does. Oh no, he's an educated whale as well. That's not good. I'm ship level 22, 7.1 million power. Season 1 rewards drop in 1 day, 3 hours. Well, that's good. Ship level 22. If you get to ship level 22 in Season 1, that's a good thing, because that means you get an extra ship, and that extra ship is incredibly good in power in level. I can go watch at the. Let me have a quick look. I don't have my own video up. I don't have my own video I can watch. Video. Everything I need to know about Season 2. Watch on YouTube. No, I'm not gonna be listening to your commercial. Skip. I'm not gonna be listening to my own voice as well. But I can do this, max. When I went into Season 2, I had 15.6 million. So that's actually half I have right now. So I just doubled my power in Season 2. fake power. There's a lot of fake power in there. In trinkets and in unlocking heroes that you're not actually using in naval battle. So yeah, there's a lot of fake power in the game as well. Yeah, 7 million is not bad. As when you get to season ship level 22, that's always a good thing. You will increase your power level massively once you go save up every cons that you have and then spend them on trinkets. 17 million power, not 7. Yeah, that was like 20, 22 with... Yeah, 17. That's higher than my power level was. I had 15 and a half, I was like. Yeah, right? So yeah, now I'm at 31. So, yeah, the difference between level 1 and level 22, and then level 22 and level 28, like I'm now, that's about the same. Usually. But as I said, I'm very high power level for the ship level that I am at. We need to buy 4 of these items. And then just do the rest as well. And then bring it back. Yeah, Gryffindor. Also, if your season is season reward drop in 1 day and 3 hours, it doesn't mean that you're going to season 2 the day after. Just saying, I don't know if you have heard that before, but I'm saying that almost every stream to people that's saying that they want to go gang power leaderboard. Oh, gang power leaderboard. Yeah, sure. You're not going to season 2 today, or the day after that. Gang power leaderboards, servers. Yeah, there it is. We're in second, only 10 million power behind, but yeah, that's gonna be a good competition. Those are the 3 new servers that were added to us. So, and then we have 55 and 56. 55 was way higher in power. So I think a lot of people quit the game after they lost. So they dropped a lot of in power, but yeah, we're evenly matched all servers. So yeah, let's get it on. Yeah, it looks good. But after you have your season ends, we got a great fight. Oh, you guys between each other had a great fight. Yeah, against Math. Oh yeah. As in we, as in who? Saquito? You were Roar, right? Yeah, you're in Roar. Okay. So Roar and Math had a good battle. Oh, that's good to hear. Who won the season rewards and who took the Level 7 port in the end? Saquito, for you, if you want to share. I'm sure that's already known in amongst leaders that already did diplomacy between each other, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't bother with diplomacy. I just educate people. I'm an R4 in our gang, not by diplomacy or by diplomat or oh, it was you, Roar. Okay. I'm not a diplomat in our gang. I'm not a diplomacy guy. I'm just a sort of a teacher. Anyone who has a question comes to me. So yeah, it's great. I like that's my R4 role. I'm kind of sort of the teacher. And sometimes I smash my ruler on the desk when I'm angry. So let's get those in. Is this Pirate Legend event end date or does it continue forever? I have no idea, Anil. It just showed up for me yesterday. I hate it because it started for me in the middle of yesterday. I was like, yeah, and then you give me a thing to get to 16. Well, you didn't even give me the chance to get to the first 3 events that it was doing. But here it demands us to be online for 24 hours. It demands us that during the day, at what time we need to be online to do the stargazing. If you want to have stargazing things, you have to do that between 2 and 6 a.m. in the morning. Well, I'm not gonna be doing that. So I really hate this event. It says it pairs you with at 0 UTC, 12 captains with similar strength levels are randomly matched, and within their group they compete for rank based on the day's total points for ranking rewards. 1. Who am I ranked with? What are you saying? Is this... Oh, this is our group. Okay, I didn't notice that. At least I'm not in the same group as Denston, because he showed that. And he was... let's just say he has only Professor Abacus. Yeah, Professor Abacus. I'm Professor Abacus in our chat in this case. Yeah, but we got a lot of good people, and sometimes people have a couple questions, and usually it's me, Sensei, or who else do people go to for the questions? No, I think it's just me and Sensei mostly. I want to say Pirate Legends is forever. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a round-the-clock thing, but they just have too many drains now. I know it's a game mechanic to give me items and then give me events so that I drain those items again, but they just have too many drains now that you just can't make all of the normal things that they're asking from you. You haven't seen the rankings thing yet, though. No, that was the first time I was looking at it as well, because I was looking at it yesterday and was like, I hate it already. I'm not going to be looking at it anymore. So yeah, I just hated everything that it stood for. I was like, this just is insane. I don't like it. I don't want to be any part of this. I don't want to have any part of this. I'm just going to be and that all of that effort to get one gold conch at the end of the day, and that is not achievable in any other way than to pay. Because yesterday there was a trading event going, and I was trading the entire 4 hours. And there's an 80,000 limit of points to get there. I got to like 40 or 50,000. I was trading for the full hours, and you guys know me. I have the best trade routes and I can find. I'm doing the best trade routes that I can find, and then I still didn't get that last reward. It's insane. So I had to do other things to maybe get that last reward. I'm like, I'm not gonna be doing that. If I hit the 10 on a daily base, I'm gonna be good. I will never hit the 18. I'm not gonna spend on those. I will not be doing that. I might be looking into what time of day do I need to do my stargazing, if I'm actually planning on doing stargazing. And all of that just to get one echo conch compared to other people in my gang or other people from other servers. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing that. It's just insane. I am not doing that. So yeah, good luck to everyone who is in the same thing as me, because you're always going to be beating me. Guilds. What we get? Oh, we got friendly, of course. That means another 100 external flames. And another guild pattern. So now we can actually put on another guild pattern, not the elephant one that I had on there already in a previous thing. So day 1 already reference. Saquido, if you're still here, did you have that option as well? Were you able to put on a sailing sail for a season 3 guild before you were in season 3? I'm curious if that was just our server that had that, because I didn't see other people have that. I've asked around, and some people did have it, some people didn't have it. It's like, how, why? I have no idea what triggered it. So I'm just curious if you guys were able to do that. You think you could not? Well, sorry. I have a little bit of a lead, at least in the reverence and the guild reputation. Then, I don't worry about it. But if I speed ups, I'll save for the max reward, but won't get near top on leaderboard. No, same. I'm not gonna be going on the top of leaderboard. But my opinion, it's my opinion. It's just that. My opinion is that if the game is putting out events, and those events have both milestone events, milestone rewards, as it does leaderboard rewards. The leaderboard rewards that are for paying players, and that's always going to be a thing. Or you have to save up a massive amount of a month time of stuff. Yeah, so... Whoa, who was flying through my screen right there? Someone was going by land. Who's got a land-based ship? But yeah, but the leaderboards are for paying players. I'm okay with that. But Old Spice Rum is on server 159 and has the sale, Bob. It just appeared. Yeah, so he also had the sale that you can get for season 3. Already get season 3 guild rewards. But go back to my story. The leaderboards, those are for pay to win players, and if they want to compete on the leaderboard and have a high score, then it's just their thing. I'm not going to be competing in that, and that's always going to be a thing. That's why they get their money from. That's why they where they get the money from to spend on development, so that we can enjoy it, other people can enjoy it as well. So yeah, that's just going to be a thing, and I'm not salty about that. What I don't like is the fact that there's also milestone events. And those milestones should be achievable by everyone who participates, at least moderately. Those milestones should be achievable. And this week we have a Lord of the Sea event, and we had, what was it? Day 3? Yeah, day 3. I had stargazing. I got to the 500,000 reward, and I was done. I couldn't do anything. I was out of speed ups. I didn't have anything left, and I still got 49th. I was like, how many people did actually complete it? These are 3 servers. These are 55, 56, and 57. 3 servers were all in this same leaderboard. And how many did complete the last milestone? 13 people did. This is insane. It should not be happening. If you do a milestone event, then it should at least be achievable. It's just insane that there are only 13 people that can actually finish the last milestone, that can actually get that extra cons. These milestones should be achievable. That means that if they're not, then you need to adjust the scoring. And no, I'm not going to be recruiting heroes to up my scoring. I'm not going to be doing that. It's just be... Yeah, only 9 finishes in circuitos, in the 58, 59, 50, and 60. It's just insane. How can you not be able to complete the last milestone? It's just insane. Yesterday, these are master pipes. I will do anything I can for master pipes. I wasn't able to do it. I wasn't able to get that last one. And the 1 million mark doesn't have master pipes anymore. So I was trying to get this last one. I wanted to maybe try to get this last one, but this one I would have skipped, because those don't have master pipes. Why would I care? I want to have those master pipes, but I didn't get the last milestone because it was just... Yeah, I'm not... And yes, I still have conscious left, and I could have spent those to get it, but I wanted to wait for Season 3, because I know Season 3 was going to start today. I want to be going for Season 3 heroes, not Season 2 or Season 1 heroes. So yeah, that's just my rant for the fact that if any from FunPlus is watching, which probably is not true, and they're probably not... yeah, that's my rant for milestones should be achievable events. Milestones should be achievable. Leaderboards can be for the paying players. I don't care. But milestones should be achievable for anything. You're giving me a milestone to complete, and when I play, and I play often, and I play a lot, and I play as smart as I can, I might not meet the smartest guy in there, in the game, but I try to play as smart as I can. I try to spend smart with the tokens that I have, not with the money that I have, but also with the tokens that I have. I try to spend smart on the game with everything that I have in there, and I still am not able to hit these milestones. I'm like, you have too many drains in there, because you also have, when there's not a Lord of the Sea event, you have the Gang Rackets event, and then you're also asking me to spend speed ups, and you spend conscious, and to spend other things. You have a bi-weekly drain that is when the other one is not happening. When one is not happening, the other one's happening. So why do you have that? Why do you not give me those things? And why do you make it so the points don't stack up enough so we can just easily get to the milestones that you give us? Then have the rest have the for the leaderboard, but give me the milestones. And yes, I do compete every other Monday on the leaderboard event if it's for training. Yes, then I do compete, because that's not for paying players. That's just for the guy that has the smart straight route and is able to go to bed, is able to stay up the latest. Wasn't second merchant ship day, went to bed and finished 15. It's impossible without money. Yeah, Gryffindor, I agree. Buy the discounts, infamy reduction stone every day and save for that day when it comes back. Yeah, I'm doing that since last day. I did that earlier today. Here, I already bought mine for today. I am going to be doing that today. But this only reduces for 100 infamy, so it's not doing that much. But yeah, it was just like, it wasn't related to me not being able to do it for infamy or thing. It was related to the fact that I was in season 1 and the highest merchant ships that I could find were level 30. If I were to be in season 2, yeah, of course, then the highest merchant ships that I could find were level 50 or something. And maybe if I look around here, we can get another. Here, this is already a level 40. That's already 10 levels higher than was trying to find yesterday, and they were non-existent. Is that a trader? No, it's not. It's weird that it's not distinctible between these. Both are the same icon, but this is a freighter and this is a trader. Why are they indistinguishable? Why are they not different? Yeah. So, guys, thank you for the stream today. I do have to be going because we're already 3.5 hours in. If you have any quick questions, ask them now, because otherwise I will be ending off the stream in like a couple minutes. If you're here and you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe to the channel. I will be live streaming every Friday on 2UTC. That might change next week because daylight saving is coming this Sunday, and I don't know if UTC changes with it. I don't know. But let's just say 3.5 hours before the time right now that you're in, I'll be starting to stream next week as well. No, that also doesn't count, because if your daylight saving doesn't matches up with mine, then it, well. Maybe I'll post a thing on the community thing in YouTube, and I'll let you guys know what time I'm going to be streaming next week. But usually that should be to UTC. Sequito says, thank you, Professor Abacus. Yes, no problem, Sequito. No problem. Yeah, so 3.5 hours before today I usually start streaming. I try to focus more on some of the guide videos. I'll probably be making guide videos about trinkets. I'll be making a guide video about last week's event, the capture the flag thing. I recorded that full battle, haven't edited yet, but I would try to make a video out of it. I did like that event very much. Have a great time around. See you, yes, Aquila. See you the next time. I'm hoping to see you in game quickly. That the portals open up and we can have a quick. Then we have a good fight. If you haven't liked the video of the stream yet, please do. Leave a like. It helps the algorithm. If the stream's done, I think it will either be +1, UTC +1, or -1. Not sure which way it'll go, though. The time's going back for me, so no, it will be +2. I am currently at UTC +1. So if UTC doesn't change it will be at UTC +2 next week. So yeah, that's the thing. But as I said, I will probably make a community post in the YouTube thing, and I'm hoping that most people can see it. But at least it's every Friday afternoon to the beginning of the evening. I'm not that strong, but if you need a hand with testing, I can help in the future. See when the sea opens. Saquita, what? I haven't even asked you. What strength are you? What ship level are you? It's good to see you guys. I'll hope to see you guys next week as well. Or the week after that, I'll be. You will text me. Yeah, no problem. I'm hoping to see you guys soon. If you haven't liked it already, please like, please subscribe. Your season in game. Well, I'll see your DM soon. If you're not here, or if you haven't been on there already. Emrys, who's in chat right now, owns an Discord information server where I'm getting a lot of knowledge from. It's the SOC Knowledge Hub. Let's see if I can find myself the Discord invite link. Yes, I can. So if you're not on there already, no. That was the link to the YouTube. I was almost posting. Copy text. And try that again. There it is. If you're not already on the server, this is where I'm getting a lot of my knowledge from. There's a lot of knowledgeable people. There's his DM. There's a lot of knowledgeable people in there. If you have any questions, you can always ask them. I'm in there as well, but there are a lot of other people that can answer a lot of questions. We have a lot of screenshots, even for seasons that are in there. No Squeedo, you're the enemy. You're not allowed. But we have a lot of screenshots in there. Even if you to see season 3 things, if people go to season 4. Then you can if you're going into the next season, then probably someone already it's already too late, dang it. If you're going into the next season, someone already is in there that is already in the next season, and will have probably posted a lot of information on there. We're theory crafting in there a lot of the time. It's a very great place to have a lot of information. So if you're not already in there, go in there. If you're looking at this in the VOD, I'll post it in the comment section, in the description of the live stream as well, so you can find the link also in there. I'm hoping to see you guys again next week. S4 info is gonna be coming soon. I already have a mini made. Ooh, we're already gonna get season 4 information on there. So that's Emrys. That's what Emrys is doing already. So yeah, good to have that. If you're not on there already, just go in there, and I'll hope to see you guys again next week. Thanks you for who was that did the super chat? Jan Hao that did the Singapore dollar. Thank you for that. And thank you guys to see you everyone. Saquido, Allspice Rum, Emrys, Gryffindor, Orange, Who else was here? Denston. Denston says I ignore him a lot, but I'm mentioning him specifically. He hasn't been in chat, but I'm mentioning you specifically, Denston. D-Berg says thank you, Bob. D-Berg, see you next time. And I'm gonna hope to see you guys next week. And otherwise, maybe in game, maybe in chat, maybe on the Discord. Let me know if you have any questions. We can always try to figure out if we can help you with some things. So thank you again for watching today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. I know I said that like 5 minutes in the last 30 seconds, 5 times in the last 30 seconds, but it is important, and I forgot to do that almost the entire stream. So at least I got my 5 times in the last 30 seconds. But have a good day, have a good weekend, have a good Easter, I think, for most people. And then I'll see you guys next week. Bye bye. Have a good sailing.